all you beautiful people. We start back at the top. Already sort of peaked already. Bat, I swear, I think Bat comes in here. It's almost 4 o'clock. Daggone right, he's going to be the first one. What's up, Bat? Thank you for coming in. The Moose. Just a little bit after him, well, about an hour. Thank you again for coming in, buddy. Let's see, Bat returned at 6:34. What's up, Eddie? Daddy Dutch. What's up, buddy? I haven't seen you in a while. I did see you on a little bit on Owls Live the other night, I think it was. But other than that, I haven't really seen you around that much. NBL, what's up, my brother? Merry Christmas. That's right, 17 more days. Barbecue Mike G. What's up, Mike? I had a comment on that suggestion you made for the marinated hot dog, the hot dog marinade sauce, to use it on a pork loin. When I was in PA up in the mountains with my brother-in-law, we did that. Well, a guy made a comment just yesterday on that pork loin. He stumbled across the channel. He was going to try the marinade sauce. I'm assuming on a hot dog. I'm not too sure if he's going to do it on a pork loin or not. But I got a kick out of his comment. He was saying something about that. He really liked the channel. He'd watched a few videos. He said that he ended his comment with I'm assuming it's because my brother-in-law was there with me in the video, I'm sure. But he said it felt like he was watching Dad and Grandpa cooking. So I had to get a laugh out of that. That was definitely a funny one, but that's all right. He watched. That's what's important. Did I skip anybody? Around my mouth, Dutch. Mr. Wepner. Good evening, George. Jeff Wepner. Alloon, what's up, buddy? What's up, Miss Dez? Mark G, Dutch, Al, and Dez. So Simon will be along before long. He says he's going to be late. He changed my banner on me because I didn't reply to him quick enough. The Moose, we already got you, Al. And I guess maybe Russ will be in later on. I don't know who else is coming in, but we will see. Yeah, as the title says, 17 more days, man, before Christmas already. I can't believe it. It's like, geez, flip. Yeah, that's Uncle Steve's All-American SPG on top of the tree. It was All-American. The tree, you can't tell right now. The tree is red, white, and blue. Xander coming here? What's up, Xander? The tree is red, white, and blue. And his seasoning says All-American and then SPG in gold. I say, hey, that would be a perfect tree topper. So there it is. I want to move the tree so you can see it instead of being right behind me. I put it over there because it's just out of the way so I can still run the embroidery machine. But I may have gotten the last couple items stitched out for the Christmas rush that I'm aware of anyway, unless someone comes in with a last minute order. But I should be caught up as of yesterday. So I can probably go ahead and move that tree over to the other side where it can be seen a little bit more, where everybody can use it. Just move the chair. Then I get out of the screen. I'm out of the focus, or not focus, but be on in a while. Okay, Simon. But I really want to turn the light out, to be perfectly honest with you, because you really see it. The tree really looked good. It was a surprise to my wife even that I put a tree out here in the garage. She gets up at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and a little more to the left. and that's way. Thank you, Al. That's way earlier before than I get out of bed. But they she gets out that because of her cats for one, and for two, they just changed their union contract. So um, I think sorry for what? No issues. But thank you for the $4.99. I much appreciate it. But you didn't have to do that, Simon. But they just changed her contract where she's gonna go on a 4-day work week, 10-hour days. But to do so, she has to start instead of 8. She'll be starting at 6. But yeah, she gets up at 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't have to be to work till 8, but she's got an hour drive. But she just likes her cats, and you know that's what makes her happy. So what's up, Tony? What's up, Russ?
What's going on?
Not much. Rick's. What's up, Rick? Thank you again, buddy. Happy Sunday. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's what I was doing a few minutes ago. I was watching something on YouTube, and man, I dozed off.
Is that all right? I sit out here. Believe it or not, I'll come in here like tonight after the live. Usually, if I just want to wind down and chill, I'll turn out the lights. Christmas trees lit. I got 75-gallon aquarium there with almost probably a 40-inch light on top of it. And I got
Yeah,
the 55-gallon back here, and it's got another LED set of LED lights on it. Actually, I'm testing out a pair of clamp-ons right now in the front of it, trying to get more light because the tank behind me is all real plants. This one here to my left is all fake plants because the coil just destroy them,
yeah,
just destroy anything real. So, but I want to get into growing some real plants in the other aquarium. So, trying out some lighting thing. It was on sale. I think I paid 20, not even 20. It was 20, almost $20 for two sets, two double head lights, LEDs, clamp on. So I said, oh, I'll try them. This came in today, so I got one up there. What I like for them is that they got timers on them, so I don't have to leave the extra lights on all day long. It just I set it for 3 hours. Actually, they're on right now. I'm sort of curious to when they're going to cut off. I don't know if you can see them things. I just got sort of draped across the front of the tank right now. Two heads, one over there, one here. But it's on a 3 hour timer. I'm curious to see what the timers do.
yeah. Hey, everybody that was saying hey to me.
Just made pulled pork sandwiches with baby rays and pickles for dinner. That sounds excellent. I haven't had any barbecue for a while. It was a lot of conversation and pizza tonight.
That's what we had. Lorena text me earlier, said, "You want pizza?" I'm like, I do.
Yeah,
Like that. And I eat a Papa John's Philly cheesesteak. We like those pretty good.
it was one of those budgets and what we can and can't buy for Christmas gifts this year. So
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
think
get. I'm gonna buy the same thing I bought last year. Nothing.
all right. We
We
got
quit doing that a long time ago.
Troy V. Well, we always give the children a check, at minimum, a check and
Well,
a card.
yeah, we don't
They've
really
got
have
to that
children.
age where go
My
ahead. I'm sorry.
children, my children are in their 40s. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
She does buy for. I don't have no little grandkids, or anything like that, but she does buy for her little grandkids. She'll shop
Yeah.
on Amazon, and just have it sent straight to them. She does that every year.
Yeah. We'll give the girls, a check. Let them do whatever they want with it. They want to
Yeah,
their husbands or whatever. Well, only one of them still married, but they
Yeah,
want to go out to dinner, then it'll be a dinner on us type thing. Just makes it a
that's
little bit easier. Give them a little something to open.
yeah, that's what we normally do. Just have a big dinner, or
Yeah.
whatever. Now, Chad, they're going up to Philadelphia this year, so they won't even be here.
You have a request to speak Spanish?
Russ can speak some Spanish slang. Say something, Russ. Oscarosa pegajosa pendeja. Whatever that means.
A whole lot more than I could do. Hola, senor. All right.
Oh, I know
Pinche,
that. Oh,
pinche,
yeah.
senor. Ahua. I know very little.
I tuned in to Al's live last night a little bit. He had a cool intro on that. Talking about
Yeah,
those
I
freaks.
saw the creep show. I think it was. I was in and out on it. I think Des was live also. No, it
Yeah,
was Eddie last. Eddie was last night, right?
yeah. I wouldn't able to stay in there long, but I stayed in there long enough, for that maybe first
Yeah.
30 minutes. Yeah.
I was trying to teach myself on aquatic plants. I get into something, man. I'll just bury my head into it. Start watching videos, looking up articles,
I do
and
the
that's
same
what
thing.
I've been doing that for a couple of days now. And my fish got. I bought some fish, and um, I broke the cardinal rule. We should always quarantine new fish, but I didn't do it. And sure enough, the 4 fish I purchased, they broke out with ick, which is look like salt shakes or whatever, salt grains on a fish. So I've got the tank treated right now, and had to
Yeah,
learn what to do.
my mom used to talk about it. The ick is what she called it. The ick.
Yeah, yeah, that's what
She had,
this
this,
was.
she had these purple drops that she would treat the water with to cure them.
Yeah,
I mean,
aquatic
I
Christmas
got a good
tree.
memory because that was back in the '60s when she had all those fish. Late '60s and the early '70s.
Yeah, it's sort of the same thing, with the. I prefer to try something with a um, it's more natural, versus, putting a chemical in there. And you can. They have, it's what they have now. I guess you could call it a purple, but it's like a blue, a really deep blue, malachite, I think it's called. And um, I just try to avoid that stuff.
Yeah. And I,
But
I was just sitting there thinking back in school, we had an English class every year. That's what it was called, English class. I mean, you know, I don't think I did very well in that class coming from the South. Best I remember. I did take a little French class one time in school. I learned a word or two. That was about it. I don't remember none of them. I did like that teacher though. Boy, she was nice. Hot for teacher, buddy. Whew.
speak a third language. Yeah, I remember having French, and I think it was Spanish. It was Spanish too, but I had all my credits, in my junior year, was it?
Yeah.
I only needed one more class that was a full credit class. So I went out and went to work. I came in for a couple, I was driving. I came in and took the 2 mandatory classes, and I was gone.
I never could get my languages in order. It's like I think I'm speaking Spanish, and I'd say "oui, oui, senor." You know, a
Yeah.
little bit of French, a little bit of Spanish.
My French kissing. My granddaughter just corrected me. What's up, Simon?
Hey,
What's up, George? 805. What's up, brother? My granddaughter just corrected me about 2 weeks ago
Turn off the screen. Hold on.
on the spelling of Ola. So she's third year Spanish, I think it is. Something like that.
Yeah.
I barely speak English, just a recorded version. Man, I'm following a husband and wife. They have YouTube channels in Chicago, Troy. Great channels.
Okay, sorry about that.
What happened to my banner?
Your banner?
Yeah, yeah. I guess because we got 3 of them in here now. The Christmas bulbs are gone. What's up, Guggen?
Hold on. Let's see.
I have a half Spaniard. No, it's cool. You can leave it how it was. I just happened to look up and say, "Hey, where do all light bulbs go?"
Yep.
But the one you have goes. The other one you have goes all across the bottom too. That's what it is. Different. I didn't see that one. Barely some Spanish.
There you go.
Man, I'm way behind already. I'm just starting. Guggen, what's up, Guggen? I already said Guggen. Web 805. That's right. Can you do 805 still?
Yeah, we can.
It was sent to Simon. Yep, there you go. Georgia Mike, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Mike?
Thanks for jumping in. 2 Georgians.
2.
Guggen.
Yeah.
Guggen was 1, and then Mike. Oh, I guess that's only 1. Jeff, what was that you were standing in front of? Was that guy simulator or some type earlier, Mr. Wepner? On Facebook picture you posted.
Whoops. Had nothing to do all day, and I didn't.
Georgia Bulldog.
My desk.
One of my best friends went to Georgia Tech. Was it Bulldogs? It was Bulldogs, wasn't it?
Yep.
Was their mascot.
Georgia Bulldog.
Yeah. I only follow a couple college teams.
Settings.
Georgia won, but losing. Bama, of course, is one of them. They was always the most exciting. There you go. That looks cool. They were one of the most exciting teams. Yeah, I like that. It looks tough. It was a hooch built by the A-10. Kansas City came in really handy, Northern Iraq. And the hooch is on top of the old Iraq Air Force. Commander's home. Saying hooch. Hooch or hutch?
That spells hooch.
Yeah, it spells hooch. As far as I know.
Hooch. That's what you drink, ain't it?
That's what I thought.
You must mean
It says talking on top of the commander's home. Now I'm thinking hutch.
That would be H-U-T-C-H.
Hooch. Think adult beverages in the combat zone. Well, that makes sense, but then you lost me when it was on top of the commander's home. Was a retired Air Force guy is going to be running it. Is it FBI or no? The Veterans Affairs, was it? I can't remember what it was. I just saw it on the news the other night. But of course, there's another one getting a little bit of kickback from him. But he seems to be a pretty decent guy. 17 more days before Christmas. God, daggers flew by. Used to enjoy beverages, watching the tracer rounds. Okay. Well, girlfriend. I didn't have many of them, be honest with you. I had a select few. But when I met my wife, that was end of 78. It was actually the end of December. Eve, Adam, as in Adam and Eve. That was November of 78.
That's when you married?
That's when we started dating. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I married my first wife in February. No. Yeah, February of 78.
It's all right.
Yeah.
November 78 is when we started dating. And then we dated for 5 years and then got married. We both came from divorced families and didn't want to go through that ourselves, having our own family. So we made sure it was going to work first. The rest is history.
If I'd have waited, we never would have got married, more than likely.
Yeah.
Wasted days and wasted
Wasted nights.
Huh?
Sing a song.
Oh.
So anybody watch Booze Live the other night? It's another one I missed.
When
I didn't. He sent me a thing, but I just wasn't into.
he went live like Wednesday, I think it was.
Yeah, I seen it, and I was busy watching something, and I didn't even go over there.
4 years old, man, just a baby. And my first wife, 83, she wanted to go get married on that date.
83. That's the year my second son was born.
I was 13.
He was born in September of 83.
Yeah, I remember saying you lost her, but why was the 18th an important date? Married my first wife, Kathy, December 18th, 83. She wanted to get married that day so I wouldn't forget our anniversary.
I think that, if I remember right, that was my mother's birthday, 18th. Mine is December 2nd. I believe hers was on the 18th.
Week before Christmas. George and Rosie's birthday. Birthday party.
You see all the liquor they had? They had a whole wall of liquor bottles and stuff.
Is that right? Marriage at courthouse, February 24th. Free of charge.
It should be February 14th.
Oh, Valentine's?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We have a town here where the Mennonites, a lot of Mennonites live, not Amish, but Mennonites. It's just a few more miles up the road. And they live in Loveville, Maryland. And there's a big write-up a couple times now in like community papers and on a radio station where people actually come here to the post office to have their Valentine's Day cards postmarked from Loveville, Maryland to be mailed out because it says Loveville.
Lame.
I'd say you are definitely bit by the bug.
Bed bugs.
Well, all my minnows are still alive.
Yeah. But the shrimp?
I've only seen 3 of the shrimp. But I thought for sure the koi were going to gobble up. I'm driving. I can hardly see the chat. Sorry. No worries, George.
Those
Glad
koi
to
are
see you in here.
those koi are probably too fat to chase those minnows.
Yeah, look at the road.
Yeah,
Not good.
I think that's it. Actually, I left a comment today. I watched a video today, and they were saying, unlikely fish tank mates. And I left in a comment that you would, all the readings and everything, it would agree that minnows in a koi tank, could be a bad thing, but keep your koi fed. But they've been fine. I really think it's because they just can't catch them. They'll eat right beside them. They just give up. The koi's are saying like, yeah, since me exerting the energy. Yep, eyes on the road.
February 29th, every 4 years. Or every 2 years, whenever leap year is.
Bad marriage, maybe. The next day, what did I do? Is that them things they call up beer goggles? Have my beer goggles on.
Mm-hmm.
So is everybody done with all their Christmas shopping? Have they even started with their Christmas shopping?
Yeah. Yes and no.
Yes, you're done, but no, you
No,
don't
I haven't started.
I would love to file for a divorce for free, no presents. That was I do a computer church.
I kind of go ahead. I'm sorry. I was
on Sundays. It's where my wife's family's from, and the pastor that gave service for my mother-in-law's funeral. So I'll tune in that Sunday morning, and there was a big thing in there about gifts and all that. That it's not about something monetary, like that. You just being there and partaking in a family event. That's what it's all about. Go ahead, Russ. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just reading her comment about pre-divorce, and I've been married and divorced so many times. I finally figured out how to do it for $25. After that first divorce, I had to pay a lawyer on that, and so the second and the third divorce, both times, you go to the courthouse and you request a copy of a non-contestant divorce. Like a copy of somebody's divorce papers, and then you take it and you change the names to yours, and then you file it with the courts yourself for $25 on a non-contestant. If there's kids and all that involved, you got to go see a lawyer. But did that twice. That's the cheapest way to do it.
Pretty smart.
That's just for your information.
Yeah.
Then I can get paid from YouTube. Yeah, there we go.
I think I had to pay $5 for a copy of a non-contestant. And it was somebody else's divorce papers that they got on file. You pay like $5, you get a copy of it. Then I sit there and rewrote it myself, through a word processor on my computer, and signed it. Got everybody to, signed it, dated it, got it notarized, filed it twice. That ain't working the system. That's just leaving the lawyer alone. That's going around a lawyer. You ain't got to have a lawyer for everything.
Yeah, there's so many paperwork on a computer now you can get.
Yeah, but I walked in the courthouse and somebody told me about it at work. I said, "Shit, I'm trying it." I'll be damned. I sure did. But on my last divorce, I took the copy of my first. Let's see, not my first one. That was the lawyer. The second divorce, I paid for that copy. On my third divorce, I used that second copy to do a third copy for my third divorce. So, yeah. Still got it somewhere. It's probably outside my safe,
White out and change the names, huh?
out in the garage. Yeah, just change the names and dates. Everything else
Right.
remains the same.
Right.
Signatures, got to get it
Yeah.
notarized.
So, Des, when I ship a package to you or something, the last name, is that your maiden name now? I have 50 pages to fill
Oh,
out.
you can do that too. Donna, my third wife, she wanted to go back to her. No, I'm sorry. Was it her? It was one of them. And for $10 more, you can have the name changed back. It wasn't much.
So fake IDs in high school.
No, it's legal. What I did was completely legal. I just bypassed the lawyer. Ain't paying him hundreds of dollars. I mean, the cheapest you're gonna get away paying a divorce for, and this is back then was like $500-700. You know, screw that. I'll keep my own money. Go pay the court $25. Be done with it.
It's with both. I just don't use it down here. Okay.
So I think you like this background better than the other one.
What's that?
I think you like this background better than the other one.
No, I like that. That looks good, cozy. I had to turn my stove, let it die out today, man. It was 60 freaking degrees out there. Water was, the dog or cat water dish and dog water dish froze up outside. Today it was sunny and 60 degrees. It was hot outside.
You're warmer than we are. We were 57, I think, the high.
Yeah, it warmed up here because it's trying to rain. It ain't hot. It's just not near. We were down to 40s every night this week.
You haven't gotten rain yet from.
We got a little bit of rain today, but real light. But I think tomorrow we have a better chance. I think.
Yeah, the rain that we were getting yesterday and the day before was going towards Louisiana.
Well, if it goes to Louisiana, then we'll get it. We'll be next in line. If it comes down this low.
Right.
Yeah, it's 63 right now.
61 today, 52 tomorrow, 61 Tuesday, 61 Wednesday.
Oh, shit.
Then Friday, it's going to be 36.
All right, Monday it's showing rain. Tuesday it's showing rain. Wednesday partly cloudy. Thursday bright and sunny, but the low for that night is going down to 36.
Ouch.
Yeah, the high will be 56 on Thursday. Dang, I gotta get some videos out.
Yeah, it's been crazy, the weather, man. I mean, it's been cold. I've been burning, crazy fire for all week long. Came out here this morning, I said, damn, it's hot in here. It was 84 degrees.
Oof, Lord of mercy. That is hot.
So I let the stove just burn out. Yeah, I don't have that feature yet.
Yep.
I'd like to get that feature add on. I have the Nightbot, but I don't have the weather part.
Yeah. I can send you the code for that.
But I haven't done that yet. Tom Garvey is the one that got me into the I think he's the one that helped me do the Type 805. I changed to 805. It used to be something else.
Used to be boobs.
It would be close to 80 tomorrow.
No. I just looked at the temperature.
We'll be in the 70s in the next 2 days. Man, it's crazy.
We got one of them outside cats that's been doing this on the front door, trying to get in. He cannot stand cold weather. We let him in for a little bit just to warm up, which it ain't been that cold. Right now, it's not cold at all. He could easily go out there, but he's getting spoiled in here.
Oh, look at that. It's going to be 82 tomorrow.
All right, George. Take care, buddy.
It's craziness. Change of
So
third
that
degree.
other cat never came home, huh?
No, we lost two of them. Two of them just disappeared. Both of them was the only red cats we had. They're both gone.
Huh.
Good riddance. Oh, too many. It's starting to get a lot better.
Yeah.
It got out of hand there.
Yeah, I buried my wife's, I guess it was Monday. It was 16 years. Monday or Sunday.
Cat,
Yeah, it was. She had a cat for 16 years, and
that's a long time for a
yeah,
cat.
buried it.
Yep. Yeah, we had three die back in the summer. One just old age. She was about 14. I was at Calico. And the other two, Merlin, he probably died of age. He was close to 14. Then that one, I think he had cancer in his brain or something. He had that big old bubble on his eye. It never would heal, and he just went to like a some sort of seizure one night just for no reason, and he never was the same. Died overnight.
Yeah, I think cats deal with cancer as much as humans do. It seems like.
Well, we thought he just injured his eye when he was little, and it started growing like a scab over it, and it was kind of a round bubble-looking scab, and it never would. I thought his eye got punctured, and eventually, because we had a one-eyed cat one time that did get an eye injury, and eventually his eye just drained up, and he walks around one-eyed,
Yeah,
And but this one, that whatever that crap was, never would go away. It just kept growing, and I said, "That's cancer or something, man." Poor little thing. But
Santa barbecue. I just caught that.
Huh?
I just noticed the Santa barbecue. I noticed the background before, but I just noticed Santa barbecue.
Santa baby.
What's up, Christopher?
Where's your logo? Oh, there it is.
Oh,
What's that?
No, when Chris said hello or called you Lancelot,
Uh,
it just had the little YouTube symbol, but it wasn't showing his logo behind it.
well,
is
Randy
it?
ain't here. We can't talk about welding, but I did get a new welding kit.
He's. I think he's around. I don't know if he's going to come in the chat or not. He posted in Discord earlier.
Did he?
Oh shit, where'd that go?
Lost 18 pounds, 16 on Maine Coon this year. Good Lord.
A what? A Maine Coon.
Maine Coon, it's a breed of cat. They're huge. My father-in-law had one of them things. Actually, my wife, father-in-law, but when she came up, he wasn't around too much longer. I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name, but he was huge cat. I mean, huge. They get real big. He ruled the house. I
It'd be
bet.
cool. I say it'd be cool. It might not be cool, but if you could find like a little bobcat as a kitten and raise it for its tame, that'd be cool. As long as it didn't attack you, because man, the paws on them things get
Yeah,
around. It's probably illegal to have something like that. Actually,
probably.
I'm sure it probably is.
I know.
Or now these days.
Dangerous. Those things get big.
yeah.
They make great cats, I've heard.
Oh,
I imagine it'd be crazy just to get one into the States, period. Or to Georgia.
what? Bobcat?
A bobcat. Well, you get a bobcat, but they're going to be wild in Virginia and stuff like that. But
They're all over.
Oh, we got them all around here. We see them when we're hunting sometime, but they're wild as they can be, you know. So I say, if you could imagine get one as a little kitten, like nurse it and keep it
Might have
alive,
a chance. Might have a chance.
might have a chance as long as it wasn't around other cats or whatever.
Yeah, I know. Southern Virginia and all that. They're out there.
Yeah,
I can't say I've ever seen one around here.
yeah, we have them come out on us, or used to when I used to deer hunt every now and then. Bobcats. They claim we got like panthers in this state somewhere, almost like a black mountain lion.
Right. Yep, I haven't heard anything of that. There all has been bear sightings, and that's sort of kind of unusual.
We've had a few bears in this state too. One right there in Hurley, about 20 miles from here.
Yeah.
I talked to the game warden one day, and he was showing me some plaster Paris prints of this bear. He was breaking into chicken coops right up there locally, and I think they finally got him and sedated him with darts and whatever, and relocated him up in the Pascagoula River swamp somewhere. That's where he came out of. We don't have a great amount of them that I know of. Not like the Smoky Mountains. You go up in the Smoky Mountains, you'll see them on the side of the road just driving.
Yeah. Well,
Or
like you say here, you go towards West Virginia, Blue Ridge, you're going to see them. Again, back in southern parts of Virginia, you're going to see them too. But
yeah,
I saw a bear once, and I realized it was my hairy neighbor. Chris probably got a bear where he's at. My brother-in-law, there's a bear up there now.
probably all the wooded states. Maybe not so much out west in the plains and all that, but I imagine there's some sort of bear population just about anywhere on
Yeah.
all the way up.
Yeah, they've got a lot of mountains, so I imagine that's what brings in their bears. But live stream, didn't realize it was Mike Apple.
You would have said that about me too if I had to go shirtless about how many years ago? All this is gray now, man. It used to be all black, I look just like a woolly
You're
booger
a
bear.
polar bear now.
Yeah. All
He
that
was
hair
on
on my arms and all that. I mean, it's all gray now. You can't hardly see it, but all that just be like black hair, man. I was a missing link.
He was on Leps Live the other night.
Who?
Hopple.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
He was fired up. He was definitely fired up. Dutch was in there for a little bit.
I missed it.
But of course, he was there shirtless.
Maine
I think
Coon.
it's his signature now.
Oh.
There's one of the Fishing Channel guys. His father-in-law raises or does something with Maine Coon cats.
They say Maine. Like, are they from Maine or something? Is that how they got that name?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know. That I don't know.
I bet Tarina's heard of them. She's the cat person of the house, not me.
Bears, yeah, I've heard that one before.
My parents didn't want nothing to do with cats, but once my dad got to be an old man, and my mother had passed away, some cat wandered up to the house, and he started taking care of it and feeding it. It never came in the house, but he fed it every day. So that's why I guess he's not the one that minded cats. I don't think it was mainly her. My mother hated them. I don't mean she didn't hate them. She just didn't want none. We always had dogs.
Usually they'll feed them just to keep the mice out around the house.
I tell you what, if you got a roach problem or rodents or snakes out in the yard or anything like that, them problems will disappear. Hell, they even go for house flies. I was watching a video the other day. I think it was on Facebook. I was just scrolling through there, and it was I had to watch it. It was a cat sitting
Oh
there
yeah, there you go, Russ.
messing with a snake. The Maine Coon is official. Oh, okay. It's a large, sturdy, long-haired cat breed with large, tufted ears. Maine Coons are known for being affectionate and friendly. Okay, cool.
Thanks, Harry.
But anyway, it was talking about the reflexes on a cat are as fast, if not faster, than a snake. A lot of times a snake will strike at a cat and the cat won't get bit. Most times it's faster than that snake is.
I
It's
saw
reflex.
a squirrel today on a video where a snake had gotten a squirrel, and I don't know if it was a mother squirrel, fellow squirrel, just another squirrel.
Being a shell snake.
It was attacking this damn snake, getting bit, biting it. The squirrel kept biting on it, and finally the snake let loose the other squirrel, and the one squirrel was doing the fighting, took him and drug him up the tree.
Took the snake up there?
The other squirrel.
The other squirrel,
The other squirrel. It was knocked out.
What kind of snake was it?
black.
It probably didn't hurt that squirrel then. As long as it didn't have no venom,
No.
Yeah,
I mean, other than the injury, I'm talking about he probably wasn't poisonous.
Right. But it was
Yeah.
it was coiled around that other squirrel.
Did
Yeah.
you see it too?
I saw that like a year ago.
Is that right? Yeah. Lars only heard Gray. He was my everything. Isn't that a song? He was my everything. What's that song?
No.
What was a quick quiz question? Man, I wish my memory was better. So I was trying to think of what the question was. I don't remember. What's up, J Buzz? Something about Bob's Big Boy or something. Oh, yeah, look at you.
It's got the other squirrel wrapped up, and then the other snake and the other squirrel came back.
I was trying to protect him. Okay.
Yeah. What's up, Randy?
That's a big head on. Well, I can't see the head enough to tell if that's a viper snake or just like a guard snake.
It looks like a cottonmouth or a. It's a big
I don't
snake.
know if
Yeah,
that.
if he's got a big old fat head on him, he probably is poisonous.
Yeah.
I can't really tell. It's that other squirrel probably didn't make it. Heck, he already looks dead. Or
There's a small head on it.
I think that's just the way it's holding it. But I mean, some of the wild animals, they're YouTube dark image,
Dark gaming.
darkening.
Now,
Hello?
see, if that was me, instead of sitting there filming, I'd be over there chopping that snake's head off.
Yeah. Well, that's not a black snake. It's got markings on it, don't it?
looks like a king snake, kind of, sort of. There's so many different kind of king snakes. I don't know snakes that well. I do know if they got a big head and they got splits for eyes instead of round eyes, they're usually venomous.
See, the snake he had wrapped up is still conscious. It's moving.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
alive. It's just worn out. You could
But
tell
some of the wild animals, they've got something in their systems that,
Little squirrel
where
stuff.
they don't.
He's hanging with him.
Yeah.
Yep, that venom doesn't affect them. It's like,
Huh.
come on, let's get up, wake up, go.
Come on, I
At this
kicked his
point, I don't know
ass.
if
Let's
that
go.
snake is dead or if it's just taking a break.
It looked like he's biting him right behind his head.
Probably killed it.
That'd be cool knowing a squirrel killed a darn snake. It's all right, let's go, buddy. Oops, I dropped him.
Like a drunken, trying to take his drunken buddy home.
Yeah, what it was, I see a bag of trash. It's probably what drug him out there. Is that snake dead?
He looks dead.
He sure does.
Walking dead. Dang.
Hi, Rick. My guides, my fingers. I don't know who Rick is. Oh, Rick came back in? Rich. Sorry, I said Rick.
Oh, this is Rick.
He did say Rick. He said Rich there. He didn't correct himself. Maybe it's the other gentleman that I haven't met him yet. YouTube, Dark
Yeah.
Ending. Maybe
Oh.
he's Rich. Are you Rick? Little Rick. Good job.
Weirdest snake I've ever encountered. I was hunting with a guy that I used to work with out there at the shipyard, and he was from up north somewhere. And we're walking. It was kind of a warm day, too warm to be deer hunting. We're walking down this little beaten path, and there was a snake right there in the path. And I wasn't sure what he was, but he shot him just because he didn't like any kind of snake, which I don't do that. If it's a king snake or good snakes, I won't shoot them. I won't even shoot poisonous if it's not bothering me. But anyway, he shot the head off this thing, and I reached down and picked the snake up, and it wrapped around my arm like that, and then it fell in three pieces. Three pieces hit the ground. I'm like, what the heck? And all three pieces were wiggling.
Yeah.
When I got home, I looked it up. It was a glass snake. They'll do that. They'll break in pieces, but his head was blowed off. He was already dead. It was just his reflexes.
One of those defense things, maybe, where they can separate it, like a lizard can drop its tail, regrow a tail. If it gets caught by the tail, it drops its tail and it runs.
Yeah, well, this one broke in, like I said, three pieces, and I read about it when I got home. Like, man, that was strange. I just kind of,
Yeah, that would have been weird.
Like, what kind of weed were you on?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I thought he just want to wrap up, and I wasn't worried about him. He didn't have a head, But yeah, he's a glass snake. You read about him.
I worked with the Amish on Saturday, or was it Friday? One of them days. For the best part of the day, and we were talking about a customer of hers. Has 120 acres, but it's a bird sanctuary, and they have deer on this 120 acres. They would just love to see them thinned out, but apparently you're not allowed to hunt on a bird sanctuary. And I came home and I looked it up, because if they find out there's a loophole and they take a deer on it, the deer meets mine. If I did the research to find a loophole,
Yeah, we got some sanctuaries around here for like sandhill cranes and stuff, and you're not allowed to even get on that property, let alone hunt on it.
Well, the owner of the property can hunt it according to what I was reading, the Maryland laws. But they were saying basically what they've recommended you doing is that if you can, if you know the owner of the adjoining property, just stand there on the edge of the property lines, or
Yeah.
not stand there, but wait on the edge of the property lines when it comes in or going out, but
Yeah.
preferably going out, because you've got to prove you didn't drop it on that property. If it goes in, you go to retrieve it. But something, the guy has a bunch of, he has some trees or something that he's growing out there, and he has a full length fence around. It's like 60 some feet of fence. And he's trying to keep these trees safe from the deer. And he said the deer are actually like kicking the fence and knocking the fence in to get to the trees.
Huh.
They're destroying his trees.
There was one of them places we used to hunt up around McLean, Mississippi. That was it was a refuge for these gopher turtles, like gopher tortoise.
Yeah.
And we could hunt it though, because we did. I think we could legally. We used to walk right through the middle of it, but I never knew we had gophers in this state.
Well, I did read where there were some, because they said bird sanctuaries are just, anybody can call their property a bird sanctuary. And they're saying it really does no good to have a bird sanctuary. I mean,
well,
the birds come and go as they want.
The ones they have here are refuges that the state controls.
Well, I could see like a heron or something like that. That I understand. But this is just woods where you're going to have blue jays, cardinals, titmouses, that kind of stuff,
Right. Yeah, sandhill cranes, and they probably got more than that, but that one I know about because they're nearby here. Yes, sir.
Christmas light display.
What? It's gone crazy.
Oh shit!
Well, are you gonna share?
Yeah, I am gonna share. Guggen posted a picture. He said, checked out. I went to check out the Amish community's Christmas light displays last night. He said they really outdid themselves this year.
Yes, sir.
I love that one. That was a good one, Guggen.
Yeah, hard to have lights without electricity.
Yeah.
They can have some kerosene powered Christmas lights, I reckon.
Yep.
Oh, they burn candles.
Yeah, or candles.
The tax break on their property I guess that's a possibility. But I was getting ready to say, there's actually is a couple places in Maryland that are bird sanctuaries, but they did lax the laws for a certain amount of time for certain reasons. But
yeah,
I thought that if they were given the owner of the property was to write them a letter and saying, this is, because I always thought there was a law, if the wild is destroying your harvest, stuff that you grow and sell to eat on a farm, that you're allowed to protect it.
As far as I know, you can in this state anyway, because they do. I guess it really depends on what animal. If it's protected animal, I guess you'd have to get the authorities involved and let them try to relocate it.
Yeah.
Something like that. But if it's a deer or something, yeah, he's going down.
He's going to the freezer.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought, but they had no exceptions to it, except for that the owner could hunt it.
Yeah, well, if you got property, it's a certain amount of property you can hunt on your own property.
Right.
But here,
if it was registered as a bird sanctuary, the owner of the property can hunt it.
I don't know. Christmas here. Hi.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a Beat a Beer out of Louisiana.
Huh.
See the alligators
Yeah.
and the Pira.
Hey, is that good? Or first time you had it or what?
Yeah, no, I had one earlier. I just had a Voodoo Ranger, but I'm going back to this Christmas beer. We went to Rouse's the other day, and they got all kind of different beers. Serena bought me some Voodoo Ranger, some of this. She got her some of that, which it'll last her all year because she still got one from last year. But she gets that, oh crap, what is it? It comes out every Christmas. It's her Christmas beer, that Shiner Bock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good beer, man. I like that stuff.
It's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Never heard of that one.
What's the Texas thing?
It's pretty stout, but it's good. It's got a good flavor to it. It's an ale, but it's got a stout taste, you know. Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
They started here, I think, right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, on our radio stations here, right after Christmas, every other song is Christmas.
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Oh,
I guess she's on her diet though too, so that's even liable to last her even a little bit longer yet.
yeah. When she buys that beer, she loves the taste of it, and she's not a beer person, but she likes that one. And I promise you, in 6 months, there'll probably still be 3 of them left. She'll drink one every now and then. I was begging her for that one. And I'm like, you ain't gonna drink it. Leave my beer alone. It's still sitting in the crisper from last year. I said that beer ain't gonna be fit to drink. You can have it. I don't want it now.
Yep. After Thanksgiving.
Stupid beer.
Stupid beer.
Stupid beer.
Right after Thanksgiving, the Moose.
Ugh.
And
Yeah, Abita Beer, Abita Brewing. They have one called Turbo Dog that I get every now and then. That beer has been around for years. If you ever used to watch Emeril Lagasse when he did the Emeril Live show on the Cooking Network, Food Network, every now and then he would bust out a Turbo Dog from Abita Springs, you know. And yeah, that's how long that beer's been around. It goes way back. Yeah, Andy Gator's good. I like Andy Gator a lot. I like it a lot.
I figured it was.
They had one. I actually used one in the video. I bought it. I was over in Louisiana at Albertsons, and I think Abita Beer made it, but it was a crawfish boil flavored beer on it. Huh?
Wow.
And I tried to drink it like, oh,
Wow.
it tastes like crawfish boil. I said, I know what I'm gonna do with this beer. I'm gonna cook with it, and that's what I did with it. It was good doing it that way.
That's probably the best thing to do with it.
Yeah.
Add it to a crawfish
That's rough,
boil.
man.
Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't too good just to drink.
Chris doing his air fryer French fries. Ah, the bachelor life.
I can't remember which video, but I show it in that video because I remember saying, "Now, odds are you're not going to be able to find this beer, so you can use a beer of your choice." But I'm using this one since I got it, and I showed the label on it. Is that crawfish beer? I can't remember which video it is.
Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit.
Let's find out.
There's a McRib flavored beer. I'm calling BS, Guggen.
There's probably McRib flavored potato chips somewhere.
French fries sounds good though, man. That's one thing about the cholesterol crap. Can't eat them. Although I do cheat every once in a while. Just not weekly.
So I don't think this is real, but you're getting a text glance. That's quick.
Yeah, I was playing that video the other day, Lance, and it's the name of it is what got me. It says, what was the title of it? Something about starting a YouTube channel at 80 years old. And I
Yeah.
watched it. Yeah, I thought of you because that comment on your last live about
Well, and then I got that comment in a chat, and I'm like, it makes you suspicious. There's a
yeah.
whole lot of stuff going around that comment here lately, but that's fine. It still was cool. Guggen, I stand corrected. Simon just sent me a picture of the McRib pale ale, pork pale ale.
Pork pale ale. The thing is, I think it's a fake because there's a glass of beer next to it that has a
Yeah,
McDonald's logo on it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that guy, that was like, how long he say he been doing it? 3 months. But that video that I sent you, it had like
10,000.
How much?
10,000, wasn't it?
No, it's 52,000.
Was it really?
Yeah, it had a lot of views on it. Holy crap! I'm pretty sure. McRib. Somebody put a label on that beer.
Yeah, it's a Photoshop.
Yeah, no, yeah. I must confess, we were about to starve. Or I was the other day. We went to God, where all did we go? Oh, I went to the welding supply store over here, and we went to Ollie's. Tarina wanted to go by Ollie's. I'd never been in an Ollie's, and went somewhere else. And finally, I said, "Can we go by McDonald's? I just want a couple of them little burgers, little plain burgers, just something." And I pulled up. I said, "Oh, they got the McRib." And I said, "Give me a McRib." Because I was dogging them out the other night, and I eat it. It still wasn't very good. The sauce is what makes it edible. That meat, though, God, that sucks. The meat itself. Rest of it's okay.
It's probably more fat than me.
There's no way I could eat that.
Yeah, it tastes so fake. It tastes like one of those vegetable-based patties or something. I don't know what it is.
Well, that's what I go into it with. How I'm looking at it, it's like this is just fake barbecue ribs, and just because of that alone, I don't even have a desire to taste it. But it apparently does great because they keep bringing it back.
How about for $100?
There is no way in McRib. What is he talking about?
What about $100, Simon?
You won't need a McRib for $100?
I think I said I got a McRib
for $100. Yeah, I'd eat a McRib.
And
I see. Yeah, there's what he's saying. It's McRib.
Oh, well, I know what he's saying because I call McDonald's because it, and I call it. Everybody calls it Mick, like McRib. Right. Where's the I at if it's Mick?
Right.
It's still Mac. MC.
What was the other one? Was it Guggen posted one on the chat? Like the way people were saying something about Popeyes or.
Oh, I got dogged out on my McRib copycat for the way I was saying it. I've been saying it for 65 years like that, so suck it.
You didn't make a follow-up video. Just to make a comment.
See, my son Derek, he's always called it McDonald's. I said, "What is it?" He goes, "McDonald's." I said, "It's McDonald's." Oh, McDonald had and he goes, "We call it McDonald's." I'm like, "Whatever." So we call it McDonald's. Always have.
They call it McDonald's or McDonald's.
I don't care.
Yeah, I've always called it McDonald's.
Yeah. But he called it Mick, like Mick Jagger.
Right.
Yeah. I've never called it that.
Listening, but I didn't even do Christmas cards this year. I just said.
I guess you'll have to send everybody a hat.
I ain't doing that either.
Mac is Scottish. Mac is Irish. Okay. Oh, Mick is Irish.
What was that thing I saw the other day? Damn it.
I'm Southern American. McDonald's it is.
America.
Yeah, America.
Hoping I get one, does.
You get charcoal.
We stopped off at Lowe's the other night with the Amish guy before going home, so he can pick up a couple things while he was out and about. And he's the one that I found a used Kamado, Pit Boss Kamado. And he's so in love using that thing. He was upset because they didn't have the big bags of cowboy lump anymore at Lowe's. All they had was those little teeny bags.
I've seen at our I don't know if they're still doing it, been in there a long time, but Ace Hardware, they used to carry that cowboy lump. If he's got one,
Right?
yeah.
I'll have to have him to look at it or something. I told him about the Pioneer. I can get Pioneer in a big bag, but he's right. That cowboy lump is good stuff. That bag I won from CJ, that garlic and onion.
Yeah.
Man, that stuff is legitimate. That the other one from the other charcoal company, I don't like any of those favorite ones, but that one from Cowboy, that one is legit.
Oh, our academy used to carry, and I mean not long ago, because I've used it a lot in the last several years. But that's B&B wood splits. They're in a big fat bag, $20, I think, or no, not even that much, $14, I think. But they don't sell any of that no more. The only wood I can find is in that box, and they're little small splits, which is okay. But
yeah, they're supposed to have that onion and garlic too, Buzz, but they don't.
I think they discontinue those.
Is that right? God, that'd be such a mistake.
Those are
cowboy.
According to CJ, you can get it in Texas,
right? Kingsford.
What, the Cowboy?
No, the flavor ones, the garlic stuff.
Oh yeah, no, those are junk. Those are junk. But the one by Cowboy charcoal, that one is legit. They only have one flavor that I know of. That garlic and onion is legit. But the other ones, the Kingsford, you're right, they're just, I don't like them at all.
I'll tell you something else you can do, and I've done this like I used to do on my Santa Maria, but you can take real onions and just take a whole onion and put it over in your coals once you get them going, and let that flavor kind of infuse in or whatever,
Yeah.
You could do it with garlic too.
They'll actually clean their grates with the onion.
Yeah.
And then throw the onion on the fire.
Yeah, I don't know why they quit carrying, man. That used to be my go-to place. Right up the road, it's like I can get all that right there, but I might have to order another bunch of wood, it looks like, if I can't buy nothing but that little box. I got too many things that requires wood now.
Check the website and order and have it shipped to the store.
Yeah, something. Maybe that could have been it. They wasn't selling enough of it. I don't know.
Around here is little kids.
I mean, if you think about it, your average person, they probably going to buy charcoal or have a gas grill. How many people are really into smoking meats in one area like that, Because every time I go in there, I had a bunch of it.
You can see young children on the side of the road holding signs, bundles of firewood for $5. $5 a bundle.
Over here.
The only problem with that B&B anyway is it's kiln dried, and you're not going to get the same flavor really out of that as you will wood that's naturally seasoned over time, it's just too damn dry. But if you need good BTUs, like a lot of heat for pizza oven or something like that, it's good for that. Which I use it in my smokers anyway. But
I saw when we were looking at Lowe's, they had since Buzz said that they had the good stuff. What is that one?
The good charcoal.
Yeah, the Good Charcoal Company. Lowe's is selling that.
I'm gonna check Lowe's. Maybe they got some wood. I never think about Lowe's when I think about barbecue, but they got a pretty good section there actually.
That a cowboy lump charcoal is still available. Garlic and onion, $17 online. $14.
So it's an online item only then from Walmart.
I found it on a website, but Walmart. Oh, Walmart has it. Let's see.
They're supposed to be a distributor, but I could never find. I went to two different Walmarts. One was in Virginia. Over a year ago, I did this. One was in Virginia because I was up there with a dentist appointment with my wife, and the one local and here to me where I went to.
So if you go to the Walmart app or the website, you can order and have it sent to your closest Walmart.
Okay.
That's what I just did right now. $12.97 for the bag. I can pick it up tomorrow.
And you don't have to light the whole thing up. I mean, like the whole basket.
Yeah.
You can throw 3, 6 briquettes on there. And what I started doing was throwing them like after the cook had already started somewhat, a little bit.
Yeah, I would do that too. I mean,
yeah,
get that flavor once the fire gets going. I think Walmart has B&B charcoal. Yeah, they've had B&B for a while.
Do they got the B&B wood?
Let me see.
Wood splits.
Look at there. I didn't watch when it went off, but the lights did turn off.
I used to get Post Oak at Academy. I used to get pecan, hickory, anything I wanted, really. Now I can't get any of it. It's gone.
Yeah, Post Oak.
Yeah. First I ever used Post Oak was getting it from them. I like it too. I like the smell of it.
Hickory? Yeah, I think it's hickory. Oh, these are wood pellets. Wood chunks. The only one I see here is the Post Oak. Apple.
They got. Is that in wood splits or chunks?
Okay, these are chunks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know it works anyway.
I can get wood. I can have it delivered. I can have hickory, pecan, oak, whatever, from local people here that sell it. But I just really don't want to stack up a bunch of wood again. I know it's cheaper to do that.
Right.
No more than I run these smokers nowadays.
Yeah.
That stuff will rot before I ever use it all. And I just usually get a bag as I need it,
Right. Ace right here, they sell the big bag, small bag of chunks and large bag of chunks.
Yeah.
But it's not splits, like long splits. It's, random sizes. But
yeah, I've been getting those little green boxes. The splits are probably about 12 inches. And I don't know, some are real small, some are a little bit bigger, but they're fine. It's just one box per cook pretty much. I mean, because of the size of them, it really depends on what you're cooking.
Right.
But I got to park that pits and spits. Got to do the offset part this month. So I'm going to need wood for that, but I'm just going to smoke. I'm going to probably do those pork butts. And I'm just going to put maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours smoke. I'm going to turn the pellet grill on and let them finish. I hate even doing something like that this time of year because our days are so short. That means I'm going to have to get up crack of dawn, get all that going, you know what I'm saying? Which is going to be hard for me because I sleep 9 o'clock every damn day.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to
during the warm season.
get to cooking myself here shortly. Took another break from it.
I hadn't really taken a break, but it's kind of turned out to be that. It's been a couple weeks since I've had a video out on either channel.
And yesterday, I saw 2 videos that I hadn't seen from your other channel.
What's that?
I saw two videos yesterday that I hadn't seen on your channel.
Yeah, I hadn't, like I said, I haven't posted. I think I posted, it's been about a week on the other channel, but my cooking channel, it's been about 2 weeks at least. Let's see. Studio. Content. I hate the way they changed that. Okay, it's been 9 days since I posted one.
Sorry.
Over a week, on that DIY channel, and then on my smoky ribs. Been too damn long. Let me switch accounts here. It's been
Your
over.
turkey video.
No, actually, I did how to turn a Walmart steak into a unforgettable steak. And
Yeah.
darn, that's been 23 days ago. Holy shit, I'm way behind.
What was that?
Wow.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I know it's been a month since I did a video. Was that
It's been 35 days since the turkey, 23 days since that steak and
steak?
shrimp. Yeah, I'm 3 weeks behind. Oh, well. I didn't care about it too much because November is always a good month for me because of older videos gaining traction, you know. But it's time to get back on the ball.
Yep. Well, it's called holidays too, so I expect some of that.
Yep.
Y'all know where you go to probably your son's place. Y'all, as far as Trina's children, will they come up or anything, Russ, or is it just?
No, they never. That's such a trip, man. They don't try to come down here for it, you know, and she don't try to go up there. And like I said, Chad's going. They'll be out of town, and then they're not going to cook, is what I'm trying to say, or they're not having a shindig at their house. So Derek and them, I don't know yet. They'll probably go to her family's house. That's normally where they go. So it's just gonna be me and Tarana.
Yeah.
The dog and the cats. I like it like that.
I like getting together with family. I was thinking about the other day. I saw a picture of my wife's cousin, where she's south of here, and they still have the tradition stuff, you know. And Christmas on game, new supporter. Christmas on game. Hello? But they had a big old spread, you know, for Thanksgiving holiday. I was like, man, I sort of kind of miss that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You catch up on family stuff.
There's so many great memories of years gone past, the big gatherings and meals like that, and you never forget them, really.
Yeah.
But now it's just, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I'm older now or it just ain't the same. Time just seems to be just zipping by. You know, I mean, I know they don't have nothing to do with what I'm saying, but it kind of does.
Yeah. I enjoy it. I enjoy them having to sit there and let them just hear I'm eating, you know, and they're steadily talking about the long story, just like Christmas time. No, I love Christmas. That's my favorite holiday, but just to hear them talking about things funny things they've been through or happened, their grandchildren have done, or their child had done, and just good food. You know, I enjoy it. I miss it. But ever since the seniors, like my mother-in-law and her sisters and all that had passed, or sister that had passed, and um, her brother-in-law and stuff. They're just
I
don't
think
get together anymore.
I think I enjoyed it the most when my boys were coming up, and we'd surprise them with all these gifts under the tree the next morning.
Oh yeah,
Christmas morning, and seeing their eyes light up. That's what I miss.
yeah, oh yeah, no, definitely,
I mean,
definitely.
my boys are in their young 40s now, and they're doing their own kids like that. So I'll be watching YouTube videos on Christmas morning. I know what I'll be doing. That or tinkering
Yeah,
out in the garage.
or the Hallmark Channel. We'll put on the Hallmark Channel and watch a bunch of Christmas movies and stuff.
Ho,
Yeah.
ho, ho.
Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas. What was that show? Ernest, the one where he's flying through that toll booth with the sled, and he's like, "Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas!" It keeps going.
Ernest Saves Christmas, I think it was.
Ernest Saves Christmas. Yeah. Have y'all seen the one? It's a couple of years old now, but Kurt Russell's in it. Have y'all seen that Christmas movie in the last few years?
Mm-mm.
He makes a good Santa Claus beard and everything. I can't remember the name of it, but somebody help me out here. Kurt Russell. It's not that old, maybe 3 or 4 year old Christmas show,
Yeah,
but it's worth watching. It's pretty good. Me and Torino watched it a few years ago.
I haven't watched a Christmas movie yet.
Christmas
Yeah,
Chronicles.
Christmas Chronicles. That's it. That one. Y'all need to watch it.
Christmas Chronicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I've seen that one. Maybe, but
Yeah, and I think at the very end, Goldie Hawn, which is his real wife, she plays as Mrs. Claus when they're up at the North Pole. That's a real short thing right there at the end.
the Santa Claus movie a few years ago was Mel Gibson. It was a good flick.
Christmas Chronicles is on Netflix, so I can watch that tonight.
Yeah, that's definitely worth watching.
Yeah, I need to get cable out here or something so I can watch some Christmas movies. Get me in a spirit. Although I did see it run across a Christmas song channel on YouTube. Oh, Simon, I saw a channel that had a camera focused on a fish tank,
Yeah.
and for hours they were streaming fish going back and forth.
Well,
There's only one viewer though. Only one viewer.
okay.
Here we go, that Die Hard.
Try it.
I bought
Yeah,
the movie.
yeah.
I bought the movie on my Amazon Prime. I purchased it, so it's there. I did it because I watch it every Christmas. That's just got to be watched every year. Christmas Vacation. Chevy Chase.
Is Die Hard? Of course, only because it was done on Christmas time, Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, wasn't it?
I don't know. I can't remember. It's been too long ago.
And for hours, Lance was
one
one viewer. No, it wasn't me. Then there was another one I saw that where she had fish eggs waiting to be hatched. So it was like 3 fish eggs, whatever they were in or on, and the camera was focused on them, and you're supposed to watch and wait for them to hatch, for the fry to hatch.
Lame. Oh, so koi lay eggs?
Christy and I had this conversation not too long ago. I thought koi were live bearer.
I thought so too.
Oh, Big Trouble in Little China. I remember when that first came out. Doesn't it have Sylvester Stallone also?
No.
Big Trouble in Little China. I know it had Kurt Russell, but it had another famous actor in it. I thought it was Sylvester, maybe not. I remember the movie. Man, that's back from the 80s, I think.
Yep, 80s.
Kurt Russell, man, I got memories of being a kid going into the town theater, which hadn't been in. I mean, that thing's been gone since the 70s. We're talking about the 60s, and we're watching The Shaggy Dog. It's a Walt Disney production, and Kurt Russell is in it as a kid. He's a kid actor.
Kurt Russell just passed away, I think, this year, right?
Huh?
Kurt Russell just passed away this year?
No, he's still kicking.
Is he?
Yeah, he did.
Koi lay eggs, Simon.
Yeah, Tango and Cash. That's who I'm thinking of. You're right. Tango and Cash.
Yeah, that one.
But I do remember Big Trouble in Little China. That was a good movie.
Yeah, that had all the. That's a weird movie, actually.
Yeah, he's still alive. He's got to be golly. I mean, I've seen him recently. He looks good for his age because I'm 66, and I don't know. He's probably 5 years older than me. He's in his 70s, I know.
Violent Night.
All of it. Hey Siri, when was Kurt Russell born?
Kurt Russell was born March 17th, 1951.
1951. 73 years old. So he's 7 years older than me. That'd be about right. Yeah, Stallone looks rough, man. He's old.
Mm-hmm.
He's showing his age.
Yeah, he is. He's still built, though. I mean, for a 78-year-old. Kinda. Boy, I can't believe all that time has passed by. Good Lord. Russ is so old he gets the double senior citizens discount.
Hey,
Well, I don't have to buy fishing lessons no more.
saving money left and right, no problem.
I don't have to get my boat registered. Well, I got to get it registered, but I don't have to pay for it no more. Don't have to pay for no fishing license no more.
Them old jokes are gonna come back and kick all y'all right in the ass. Y'all just wait.
What's up, Steven? Yep. There's a long line at the grocery store. I usually walk with a little bit of a limp. People ask me to come in front of them. So then I get in front of them and check out. Then I run to the car with my bag of groceries.
Give him the finger.
I tell you the truth, though, I'm 66, but my skin, I haven't really started wrinkling yet. Skin on my arms. I mean,
my arms have.
I'm aging pretty well, I think, Yeah,
my arms have got that, what do they call old people skin?
Old man skin, yep.
I ain't got none of that shit.
Except for the scars.
Work is starting to slow up a little bit. Damn, man, I'm sorry, Christy, if you're watching. Start to get a little bit of
That they do, Guggen. That they do. I'm proud of them big balls.
Get back to the gym. How did you know?
He's into old man.
Start another little job tomorrow, and it might be the last one to the end of the year.
Well, take your time. Make it last 3 weeks.
I want some jobs, but I want to do them right here. I don't want to have to go do nothing nowhere else. They're going to have to bring that shit to me. Thought I had a little welding job here a couple of weeks ago. Never did hear back from him. I guess he got somebody closer.
Yeah, I would think you'd be able to find something in that area. I mean, you're more
Well, I'm
city.
sure I will. It's going to have to be. I can't really advertise because I'm not a legit business. It's just going to be kind of word of mouth type thing. That's I mean, if I really wanted to work, I would already had it, but I don't want to get in a situation like I got to become a business either. Just, you give me some cash money, I'll fix your problem. I'll do a better job than they will. I promise you.
Yeah. We have a paper around here where it's free to advertise. It's called SouthernMaryland.com. And there's a lot of people that will advertise in that. And a lot of those guys are not licensed.
Yeah.
So you just let them go up front, And that's how I got that's actually how I started.
Yeah.
Before I got my MHIC, I just told them, I said, look, I'm not licensed to the state of Maryland. I said, but depending on what you want, I'm sure I can take care of it.
Yeah, it's like I ain't want to work every day. I just want some jobs coming through. Just bring it here. I'll take care of it. I'll give you a price. You want me to do it? Cash money.
Right.
Ain't no IRS in this chat room, is there?
One right above you.
One right above me.
Yep.
Or we can trade. We'll barter.
There you go. You call it bartering.
Yeah.
What did you do, Simon? Was it audit?
No, I input income tax forms from paper to the computer.
Okay.
I wonder if Trump's going to lay off those 80,000 IRS employees that Biden hired.
I was glad to see him come out publicly. Backstage.
No, read that again.
Back page.
Oh, back page. I was glad to see him come out publicly and say he is not changing any of the veterans, what they're getting, stuff like that.
No, he needs to improve it, if anything.
Right, he's going to improve it, but
yeah,
the Democrats are saying that he's going to make cuts and stuff like that. But,
they're saying anything they can, man.
Yeah, I was glad to hear that because I was like, God, I hope he doesn't.
Penny Saver. That was the name of the little publication.
Yeah, I don't know if we get the Penny Saver or not around here.
They just make stuff up, knowing that so many people are going to believe it. Proof is in what he actually does. Nobody knows yet,
I was waiting for that. I swear I was.
Yeah,
I was waiting for that. We used to get the Penny Saver in our mailbox, but that's been years and years ago. That stopped.
Yeah, we used to get one of them. It's called a penny pincher. You could advertise your cars. I guess you could advertise whatever in it.
Oh, anything you wanted to, right?
Yeah, but Derek picks up a little side work where he's at, but he also works up there at that doing diesel, where he's around a lot of different people. You know what I'm saying? But I'll pick up some stuff. I'm not sweating it right now.
Yeah. Well, it's the holidays too.
My buddy Robert, he's dead serious about building that big shop, and he's got some property that he thinks is going to sell, and that's going to be a windfall for him. That'd be more than enough money to build this 100 by 60 foot shop with a lift in it and all these car bays and everything. And he's going to have his own thing going on, but he says you can do whatever you want to out of this shop. If you want to do some side work, side hustle, you can do it here instead of your garage. At least you'll be inside, whatever you want to do. Now, I don't want no money for it. I mean, we're that good of friends, I'm like, I'm damn sure.
Car lift. I had the weirdest dream the other night. I used to, this old lady used to pay me $25 a month. This is just a dream. It's not a true story.
Yeah.
Paid me $25 a month. She shipped packages, and she lived up on the third floor. And she paid me $25 a month to come get her packages and bring them down the stairs for the EPS guy to pick up. Well, someone else took over the building, and the guy was working on cars, and he said something. I went around back because it all changed. I didn't know, what was going on and all that. And there was this big old motorhome with a lift in the back of the motorhome. He was putting cars up on a lift in the back of the motorhome. I was like, why in the world would you do that when there's a garage and lifts in here? He said something about there's only so many stars in the concrete. And I was like, what the hell? What a weird ass dream. I woke
I
up.
say my dreams are they start off making sense, and next thing you know, they done went 180 degrees in the other direction or something. It's like, what the heck? Then I usually have to get
No
up.
idea. Xander, I missed you, buddy. We'll take it easy.
I was dreaming something last night, but I'd be darned if I can remember it. It was something to do with UFOs. I've been watching too many videos on that crap lately. Starting to dream about them. Well, you're starting to hear more of it in mainstream media, you know. And it's like they're buzzing over. Well, they say now they're calling them drones, but buzzing over FBI houses and all this stuff, you know. But we'll stop it right there. That's why we get back into one of them other subjects. So
One of them la subjects.
yeah, la 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 la. I don't like talking politics either. Yeah, welcome to Weldon Talk. I picked this
Randy's
up at my
gonna pop in here and
local welding shop. I actually went in there. I got something coming tomorrow. I think I told you about it. One of those mag drills from Vivor. Did I tell you about that?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a mag drill, magnetic drill, and it's
Right.
coming. Yeah, they're sending me some of those annular bits with it, but the smallest one is a 1/2 inch. So I went to this welding supply where I get my argon at, and they had a 7/16. That's the smallest one they make. So I went ahead and bought that. I'm like, golly, $35 for that freaking one bit, man. And that set I'm getting from Vivor has got 6 bits. I think if you're registered with them, you get it for $66. You know, like twice what I pay, but you get 6 of them. But they're probably not the same. I know they're not the same quality, but they'll last. I sat there and watched the video yesterday. I've been watching videos. They got different models, and I'm not getting a model I wish I was getting. They make one with a forward and reverse. I'm getting a model just like it, but mine will not go in reverse. And the reason you would want that is if you want to run taps through the holes you drill out. You know, you can put a tap on it and then just run that through to tap your hole out. Which I can't tell you how long it's been since I tapped a hole out. Other than
here we go. Change the subject.
yeah, that's my tap the hole. Randy's in the chat. He's gonna say something about tapping a hole.
Welcome to Super Barbecue After Dark.
Oh boy, that was right on. That was perfect.
Wide open for that one.
Yeah, he did. But it's a I don't understand a magnet drill.
It's electromagnet base. And you put it on any metal table, like my welding table.
Oh, okay.
You flip the switch, and that thing locks down. But it's cool.
Okay.
You can put it on I-beams and drill sideways. You can put it in the overhead and drill. I don't have room for a drill press. This way, I can set this thing up on my. I got my buddy Robert looking. I need a piece of 1 inch steel, probably 10 inches by 10 inches, just to lay that on my welding table because this thing works better the thicker the steel is.
Right.
You know, and it allowed me to clamp that to my table and then the magnet to hold the drill to it. But it also gives me another inch of clearance because this thing comes with a chuck. Also, if you want to use regular twist bits, it'll give me a little bit more clearance. You know, I'm actually going to do a video on both channels of that. I told them I would because I want to sell some. These things, every video I watch, people, even though it's Vivor, everybody loves them. The newer ones, you know, the ones like I'm getting. I have heard no complaints on them. So.
All right.
I'm excited to get that. Yeah. Tap that shit, right?
Yes, I ain't selling enough of anything. They went back. I got to buy the stuff if I want to do anything for them, and I'm not doing any of that. I'm just.
Yeah. Well, they sent me that recovery machine for the other channel, which I thought, I said, all right, I'm getting my foot in the door with them on the other channel. I've had my foot in the door with my cooking channel. But I wanted that down because I'm getting ready to build that prep table.
Right.
I got all the material. I've been talking about it since last summer, you know, and I got to make flanges and drill 4 holes in each one where the wheels are going. That's the reason I want it. Because I sit there with my little cordless drill motor one day trying to see how it was going to go. I'm like, God, this is going to kick my butt. This ain't make short order out of it. Plus, this table I'm making, I'm wanting to bore. I'm sitting there thinking about it earlier. I think the way I'm going to do it, it's going to be 1x2 tubing or pipe. I'm talking about square tubing. And that's what's actually going to be the frame. I'm putting that granite on top, but on the front of it, I'm going to get some of that 1-inch all thread with those big ass nuts. And it's going to come off each corner here on the tops and then the bottom. And then right in the middle, it's going to be a square turned on its side like a diamond. You know what I'm saying? And the bolts are going to run through it. And I'll paint all that jet black. And I thought about getting a hold of Chris and get my Smoky Ribs logo made. Instead of square, have it turned on like a diamond and have it my logo, my pig and everything, put it right there, and then rivet that in to that front piece. I'll contact him after. I don't know. I might need to contact him first to see if I got to do it a certain size.
So the all thread and all that, is that bracing or is decoration?
It's gonna be for decorations more than anything. Robert sent me a picture one day where somebody did something similar. I'm kind of getting that out of the front end. The sides and the back is just not going to have no, just going to be looking into it. I think it looked pretty badass. Yeah, these nuts. But, so I said, well, heck, if I mention that it's a prep table, I might get away with it on my cooking channel. I don't care if I do or not. It'll get views eventually.
Right.
That's all I'm looking at.
I think it will.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see why not, actually. I mean,
I tell you what, this little dude is going to be perfect for anybody that does any kind of work in their garage or whatever. You stow it away. It stands this tall. Get through with it, hide it over here in the corner or whatever, and pull it out when you need it. So that'll be one day this week. That's going to be my next video. I was going to do a cooking video, and I had stuff I hadn't froze yet for this video. I'm like, I got to looking at the weather. And I'm like, well, crap, I better wait. Go ahead and get this other video knocked out, then focus on some cooking videos, But yeah, I'm just going to, when I make that build, I don't know how I want to do it yet. I hate being bothered with a camera when you're right in the middle of fabricating something. It's a pain in the butt. So I'll probably do just a fast blast of a lot of that, then explain what I've done, but I'm going to do that just on the DIY channel only,
What's
up, Josh? Is there any way you can get like a ceiling mount or on a big boom or something?
Huh?
Is there any way you can put a camera like on a ceiling down or a big boom?
Oh, no, all I got is tripods. So I might could rig something up, possibly. I'll probably I don't know. I'll figure it out. I always do.
Yeah, I agree. It's a pain in the butt, but it's different from cooking versus building something. If you're building something, it's more of a pain in the ass.
It is. Definitely. And working on cars, kind of like that. The last automotive video I did where I replaced the clutch coil on the neighbor's car, I couldn't really get under there to show me undoing all that. I just had to explain what I was going to do. I mean, if I had a GoPro or something with a magnetic base, I probably could have done something, I might look into that. That's what my buddy Adam does with that machine shop. All he films with is GoPros, and he built some magnetic bases with articulating arms where he can get it right where he can sit here and then he'll go to work, Yeah. That works pretty good. But my cameras, they fit on freaking tripods, Yeah.
The GoPro I have, I've got a chest mount. There's two different ones. One I got is like an octagon shaped magnet, and that sucker is badass. I mean, it takes something to get the camera separated from that magnet later on. It's not something just flops around. It works really good. I can see you like mounting that thing to something, and maybe being able to, like you said, make different angles or what have you. But I also bought extra was the remote for it, so I could turn it on and off with the remote.
Well, some of them GoPros. I remember Derek telling me about this. I haven't actually done it, but they had a function there. It's kind of like, "Hey Siri," is
Yeah,
like you talk to the GoPro like record GoPro or
yeah,
something like that, and
they
it'll go.
do.
Yeah,
They do.
which that'd be handy. You getting ready to do some GoPro record,
Right.
clicks on and do whatever you're gonna do.
Yeah, they do. And
Yeah,
I don't use the batteries that come with the GoPro because that was one of the issues with it overheating because you had to keep that door shut.
yeah,
So I keep the battery door open and a cable with an external, little battery pack, and that thing works great, man. It's got a whole lot more recording time, and the
yeah.
camera never runs hot. If I'm
I had
like walking down train tracks, I
yeah.
got the external battery on a cable in my pocket. You know.
I had an email, I don't know, about a week or so ago, and it was supposedly from GoPro wanting me to work with them. And I looked at the email. That's a dead giveaway. It's a freaking Gmail account. I'm like, this ain't a corporate email. I just didn't trust it, so I just deleted it.
Yeah.
But I'll buy one at some
Look
point.
at the used market, man. The used markets are great.
I had a couple of them, and we used them. Derek used to use them on a sailboat. Those videos he shot when we had that sailboat, when he made that trip to Florida, all that was shot with GoPros because
Yeah.
they're waterproof, and stuff like that. But I don't know whatever happened on cameras. I don't need but one. I can make one work for automotive or anything like that where I'm in tight quarters. I'm trying to figure out how to get some really good, clean, crisp arc shots. I thought I had it worked out, but I'm still not pleased with it. I'm gonna try this one ND filter for my Canon camera and see how that does. It's a variable ND filter that screws on the front of the camera, and you can adjust the stops on it. I'm gonna see what I can get done with that in time.
I don't know, Guggen. Y'all post it. Russ may have heard of it.
What's
I've
that?
never seen one.
What is it?
Guggen just sent me a picture
Yeah.
of a vintage barrel drummer, Apparellus. Apparellus D Chauffe.
Y'all probably know more
Oh,
about
there it is.
out there in
There's
the
the link.
barbecue world now than I do. I haven't really been keeping up with it.
There's the link. Guggen posted the link.
It's cool looking. What's that?
Part of the smoker.
Huh. Hang on, hold it still. I can't read it. No, it wasn't out of focus. I just couldn't see it good enough.
There ain't no secrets anymore.
Huh, I don't know.
Simon's rocking.
Never heard of it.
I don't know what that is. I guess it's part of it.
I guess. I don't know what all they got going on there. I'm trying to figure. That looks like a fire pot or something for
Yeah.
that event.
Yeah.
Huh, I don't know. Oh, that's side vents.
Yeah. Thank you, Tom, sir.
Lance fingers look like the crypt keeper.
That one photo was posted by mistake. Okay. I don't know. I've never heard of it. Cheap enough.
Yeah. How much?
$35.
$35.
Yeah.
Jump on that, even if it don't work. Shit. Vintage barrel drum smoker, apparels de chauffage, or something like that.
Chauffage.
Fudge. Let me see them fingers, Lance. Yours don't look as wrinkled as mine. I used to TIG weld all the time with no gloves on. Did it for years. I got to look. Me and Stanley Albert was talking about it one day. He's, man, I think I'm gonna start wearing gloves. Look at my skin on my finger. His skin was starting to wrinkle when he was pretty young. Like, holy shit! So I started wearing mine. But we used to never wear gloves because you could feel that rod so good when you're feeding it with bare hands.
Son was checking himself out.
Sucking up all them UV rays. Where did Simon go?
I heard music. Then he was gone.
And just like that, he was gone.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
It's supposed to be another pretty frigid cold front hitting us this week. So up north, it's probably going to get cold. We're going down to 37, didn't I say? That's pretty cold for us. I just have to drain the frog.
Tadpole.
Then I was watching the Weatherman Plus earlier. Then he said in January, Texas could even be getting down the 20s. One of them cold fronts predicted. You'd know. I gotta grab a beer, Lance.
All right.
I think I'm gonna drink another Voodoo Ranger.
I'll drink one with you, and then we'll close it off after that. Be over 2 hours.
Oh, damn! We already been 2 hours. Boy, that flew by.
Yeah.
Get Randy and AJ in here. We'll be on another 2 hours.
Yeah.
Get somebody in here to get the excitement going. Talk about weld inspection and stuff. Phase array. Ooh, dang. That's a fruity beer. Which one is that? Tastes good, though. Oh, no wonder. Voodoo Ranger Fruit Force. Fruity. Tastes like Hawaiian Punch. Okay, Simon. Oh, these weeks are flying by, ain't they?
Yeah, they are.
Every time I look up, it's the weekend again. Like, good Lord. What did I get done this week? Nothing. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad, Buzz. I like it better than that Christmas beer ball. That stuff is thick, or it makes it feel thick in your mouth, kind of like almost like hard to explain, like a real malty type beer, you know. Not this. This is light and fruity. Oh, good gracious. The hell you say? What you drinking there, Lance? The butt wipers?
Yeah, Budweiser's. I was wondering who that was. Sweet. I ordered some Italian. do they call that shit again? Italian Valencia. It's like a grass for the tank. It gets real long. Water flow makes it, flap in the water stuff. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just got notification saying it's shipped.
Guinness beer. I like to get some Guinness. I like to change up every now and then. I drink Miller Lite pretty much daily, and every now and then I just want to change up.
Yeah, I haven't had Guinness in a long time.
Me either. It's been a long time. So long I don't even remember what it tastes like.
Italian pizza, Italian grass, aquarium grass called Valencia or something like that.
Pardon me.
Yep. So how is Derek doing?
He's fine. I talked to him last night on the phone for a little bit. Chad, man, he called me today. He says somebody screwed his truck up. He just bought that new truck, and he don't. This boy can have holes in shit. Never knows what happens. Look at this stuff. Hang on, I gotta go back to his text message. This is, can't really tell what part of the truck it's on. Hang on, he sent another one up here.
He traded that Jeep in?
I think so. Ah, darn it. Can't really tell what you're looking at here, but anyways, right there on this fender on the back side, he said it looked like somebody took a knife and a hammer and just drove it into his metal there. See that big slash?
Oh shit.
Yeah, knocked the paint and everything off. That's a beautiful truck. And he said, I said, where did it happen? He goes, I don't know. He says, I'm at Walmart. I come out and I seen it. I said, somebody done that. Chad said, did anybody back into you? He goes, no, it's the only part messed up. She's like, somebody took a knife and drove it into the side of my truck. I'm like, you got any enemies at the shipyard? I mean,
yeah, really.
Anyway,
or axe or something, maybe axe.
Something. But anyway, he's got to get that fixed now. Jeez, there wasn't a scratch on that truck.
But did he get rid of that Jeep?
Yeah, he got rid of that. He's got that Z71 or whatever it is. What's up, AJ?
What's up, guys?
That was a good-looking Jeep.
Yeah, I like this truck, but man, that thing's to fall off the ground. Me and my little short legs. I told him, I said, you want to get some of these side steps or something on this dude for me to get in. He don't have no problem, but he's 6'1". Me and my little 5'6.5" don't go very far.
Where'd Santa Claus go?
I go watch, take care of his mom.
Oh, okay.
So I got drunk on 5 beers watching corned beef. Yeah, I saw a sale for corned beef. And I'm just today, and I'm seeing this corned beef. I like corned beef.
I don't think I've ever made it.
I've never made one. I've seen the store where you can buy it, and then you get that little packet of seasonings.
Yeah, I smoked one like a pastrami, but it wasn't very good.
You should do your own, make your own cure and everything, and try that. That'd be way better than that
yeah,
store-bought.
I bet.
It looks like it's just a pickling season.
Yeah, it's good. Take your brisket flat.
Mm-hmm.
I did one. I only got one on my channel, and we loved it. Tarina loved it. Oh my God, this is good. It was. I didn't know how it was going to turn out. My first attempt. Of course, I
Yeah.
Googled how to do it, and followed that to a T, and success.
I guess you could have corned beef hash.
We just made corned beef. I'm sorry. We had pastrami sandwiches,
Yeah,
like on the New York style.
my wife loves
Kind of
pastrami.
bread is that? I forget. It's been too long.
I got one of those in the freezer along with a leg of lamb. That's Chuck's back guy. He's always disappeared for a while. I guess that grandbaby has him busy.
Grandbaby or the Shifter Show.
Has him busy?
No, I think the Shifter Show scared him off. If you remember
Oh.
that.
Yeah.
Old Chuckles.
Niners BBQ.
Chuck, I know you're lurking.
I guess he's all right. Merry Christmas to you, Chuck.
Chuck
I know last time. No, Guggen's got him on his background, but I know last I heard, I'm not too sure the grandbaby had to stay in the hospital longer or something.
I haven't talked to Chuck in a long time.
Yeah, it sounds right. I'm not sure though.
You sound like you're still sick.
Dude, I still am sick. I don't know. Like, I think it was some kind of like the flu or something, and then it turned into a sinus infection. I'm still trying to get rid of it.
Sorry.
This little baby keeps bringing all this stuff into the house.
They were talking about that on a local Facebook thing. A guy just said it took him, I think he had 3 weeks. That flu hit him. He had some part of that flu for like 3 weeks. I think he said something like that.
Yeah, I'm going on a full week right now.
Hey. Yeah, you sound stopped up.
My
Yeah.
first beer of the week. I couldn't take it any longer. I need one. I know it's not good for the sinuses, but fuck it.
Well, you sound like you're
I would
stopped.
help you.
It might. I've tried everything else at this point.
Yeah. You on antibiotics or?
Yeah, I just started those a couple days ago. Yeah, between having a nurse as a wife and a little baby who brings in
Yeah.
all the bugs, man, it's every other month I'm sick now. It used
Well,
to be once a month or once a year I was sick.
Does the baby go to a daycare center or something? Or
No, she goes to like these like activity centers like Story Time, and we have like a trampoline park nearby, like an
Okay.
indoor trampoline park, so
yeah,
she's around kids a lot. And then her all her cousins are in school, so every time she hangs out with them.
Your audio is cutting in and out, AJ.
Is it?
You keep coming in loud and then going back out, coming in loud, going back out.
you're not going completely out. You just get a little lower at times.
Right.
Still hear you.
All right. I turned off a setting. What about now?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think it was StreamYard. I had it like set to automatically adjust volume. So now I changed it to just not do that.
Yeah.
I'm also running my space heater. It's probably picking that up.
I was doing it again. I mean, you can still hear you, but you come
you're
in
not,
loud.
you're not
so
cutting
click out.
completely out. It just
Yeah, you're not clicking out completely.
no, it just a little lower, a little higher, a little lower. Not bad. On my end, anyway. I hear you.
Yeah, no, it's not bad at all.
All right. Well, I changed one more setting. We'll see what happens now. All right.
What's that for, Simon? You seem to do that a lot lately. What did I say now?
What's he doing? Flipping you off?
Yeah, I guess.
He's just an angry boy.
Yeah. There he goes again. Oh, no, that's Chris. Just for being me. Okay. I can handle that. So y'all going to have Christmas at your house and then hit all the other families, Dugan?
Yeah, that's the plan.
I remember we had to do that. I always took away from the kids.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have like Christmas Day, just me, my wife, and the baby here. But yeah, we're still gonna travel for both sides of the family to celebrate with them.
The day after or same day or
No, it'll be the day after and the day before. We have busy holiday seasons now, visiting all the family.
is your wife's family big in the area?
Yeah, her family, her parents only live 15 minutes away from us. And then my parents live about an hour and a half.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
But are they big families on her side or?
Not huge. She's got 2 sisters, so that's all that's there, and their kids. So nothing crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, we always tried to squeeze everything in Christmas Day, and that just sucked.
Yeah, we're not gonna try to do that.
You had to go all the way up to Richmond, which was 2 hours away, Northern Neck, Virginia, to hit all the families. It was just crazy.
Chris, I really don't remember what kind of Jeep that was. I don't remember it. It wasn't a real old. Now Derek's got an old Jeep, like real Jeep from like the 70s or whatever. C5, C4, whatever they were.
CJ5.
Yeah, something like that. But the one Chad had, had a hard top on it. You could take on and off. I don't remember. I didn't pay much.
Yukon.
It's a good looking Jeep though.
Has he got all the ducks on the dashboard?
He did a lot of work that Jeep. He put a whole front grill on it, with looked like a grimace look, like with mouth grinning, and all that stuff they sell, aftermarket stuff. He had it for I don't know 3 years, and finally decided to get that pickup truck. Said, "Damn, you should have just kept the one I sold you and kept the Jeep too." Yeah, I know.
As another car, Chris, or did you get, or did you get rid of something, or I think wasn't he asking somebody about a Jeep earlier?
He's
A
asking
couple
me-
weeks back.
Oh, I don't
A couple
know.
weeks back, he was talking to someone asking questions about a Jeep.
I don't
I
know.
love to have a Jeep, man. I love them 4-door white Jeeps, newer ones. They look clean, man.
I doubt I got any pictures of his old Jeep.
Chris, it's got the 4-liter with a manual transmission or automatic? Is it the Rubicon? It's got Dana 44s.
Hard mud.
Yep.
Might test the truck.
05.
I think 06 was the last year of the TJs.
V6?
Oh, the one my son had was
Inline 6.
shit. I don't know if I'll find a picture
Four
of it.
wheel. Yeah, I'd say it might be a little too nice for that, but you have money.
You just need to get a Humvee.
That's what I like to have.
Nice, Chris. You need to get an LJ. It's a longer version. I think they call it the Unlimited.
I ain't got no picture there. Let me look at my photos.
You know everything about Jeeps, Guggen?
I've never owned a Wrangler, but I had a lot of friends who've had them. I got a man's Jeep. I got a Humvee. I mean, you know.
There's a lot of them. Choppa. They have a lot of them around here, like the Rubicon style, whatever the 4-door ones, whatever those are, the newer ones.
Mm-hmm.
Not brand new, but like 04s maybe, or
4 doors probably started in. I don't know if they skipped a year, went from 06 to 08, or if they started in 07, but yeah, it's probably 2007 and up when they did the 4 doors.
I don't have a picture of his. His was like a limited edition. I remember that much. I can't even tell you what kind it was. That's how much I paid attention.
Yeah, but yeah, they're cool. I always like those FJ Cruisers. Those things held their value.
Yeah.
You ever get that Suburban or whatever it is running, Buzz? Yeah, the LJs are really hard to find. Rust buckets.
All the Jeeps, they rust out up north, unfortunately.
That's any car, really.
Yeah, are y'all brine up there, Chris, or just still salt? Or using that brine, that pre-treatment brine? That's the thing everybody seems to think is killing vehicles anymore, is that pre-treatment salt brine. It gets up into cracks and stuff like that, and you can't get it out.
You talking about something they use on the snow?
Yeah.
That's a damn shame. It sounds like they come up with a better alternative than salt.
You can go down the roads before if they have snow in the forecast, because they want to get it down on the road while it's dry on the highways. And it just looks like a sheet of white everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. And once it gets wet, it activates it.
Yeah. I mean, we got salt water down here. Unless you take your vehicle and drive in the water, it ain't gonna bother you. It's not. They say we get salt air in here, but our vehicles don't rust out down here. They did during the 70s, but nowadays, I mean, really after the 70s, that was over with. I don't know what they did different, but it cured that problem. But them cars all through the 70s get that bubbling going on, and they just rust out. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but that hadn't been a problem down here in a long, long time. I can't tell you last time I seen rust on a vehicle down here. It's been decades, you know. We don't get snow, and even if we did, they would just shut everything down till it melts, because we don't have snow plows. We don't have salt.
Right.
They will come and, like, if the bridges freeze over, they'll dump dirt on it. They'll have these dump trucks come in there and put like
sand salt mixture.
Well, no, it ain't salt. It's just dirt.
Just sand.
Just dirt, sand, whatever.
Yeah. That's why I bought this Chevelle, because it was from Georgia.
Yeah.
Georgia car. Spent its whole life in.
Yeah, you get a car like out from Arizona and all them states out that way. They don't.
I'm sorry,
man.
South Carolina, Newberry. I thought it was Georgia.
Yeah.
Newberry, South Carolina.
Well, you can get an older vehicle, the ones like through the 70s. If it lived most of its life out there in the West, chances are it's still in pretty good shape. You know. Matter of fact, I just watched a 2-hour video from Vice Grip Garage on this old Chevy truck, like the Cheyenne, but from the 70s with this two-tone, and that truck was still in pretty good shape. But I think he said it came from Arizona originally, even though it's lived in the Rust Belt since then, but it's just been sitting there. It ain't like it's been running down the roads getting all that salt on it. You know, it's just been out in the field. He got that sucker running, drove it 1,500 miles back home.
Is that right?
Yeah. That guy kills it, man. I think he had like 1 million views on that video in the first day. It's like, holy crap, 2 hours long.
Yeah.
So that just blows that out of the window for most people. You know, like when they say short videos, it's like this guy's getting over 1 million views in 24 hours on a 2-hour video.
Yeah.
And the reason being, I like the way he thinks. You know, it's like if you're gonna sit down and watch one of my videos, you're gonna pull up a couch and get some beer and popcorn. We're at the theater now, you know. And once you get to watching him, next thing you know, 2 hours done coming past.
Yeah, that's a little too long of a video, though. I watched it too.
Yeah,
but I had to fast forward through it because I'm not going to sit there for 2 hours.
yeah. Well, I watched every minute of it, but and there could be a lot of people fast forwarding through. You know, it could be.
He's a cool guy though, and he's got a good audience.
Yeah.
A lot of those UK guys, their videos are hour and over.
I don't know how he got that engine running though, with all that rust, and he just kind of cranked it. Well, not cranked it over, but filled it up.
He's
Like
that Marvel mystery all.
Yeah, but
I don't know what's in it. It's a mystery.
Took the plugs out,
yeah,
plugs out, and let it blow.
yeah, it was. Yep, that's what he did.
Overnight or something like that with that Marvel mystery all. They poured it directly in the cylinders. Then he had this tool. He couldn't turn it on the front of the engine, so he got up under there, and the dust cover. He called it inspection cover. I've always called it a dust cover on that transmission that exposes flywheel. And it's pretty cool, and he started getting it to go a little bit, and he kept working it. He don't edit none of that shit out. You sit there and watch him in real time, and finally he got it going. Then he had it freed up. He could hear it crunching, had like barnacles growing in the damn cylinders and shit, you know. And little by little, he got it broke loose, and then after that, it was just going through the paces, the normal stuff you do to get a motor like that up and running. And fired up smoke like crazy with all that Marvel mystery oil still in the cylinder. Well, he blew out a lot of it, just turning it over, you know.
Right.
But yeah, he got that sucker going pretty good. He had to stop a lot and do this, that, and the other to it. He kept burning a hole in the spark plug. This number one cylinder, it was right up against the header. And I think he had to change it twice or 3 times and play around with it. But he made it home with it. Good gracious.
I don't know, Boo. Last I heard, he was close to getting that car running, but I don't know if he ever got it completely running or not. Russ, do you know?
Who's that?
Boo.
Oh, no, I don't think he's done nothing with it. I told him, I said, man, bring that car over here. I'd done had that shit up and going.
Yeah.
It sounds like to me it's just putting everything back together.
That's what it sounded like to me.
Said that Johnny guy, whoever he is, took everything off. He knows where everything goes. He's just waiting on him to get back over there. But anyway.
Yeah.
Chad's got a car sitting over there at his house, belongs to a buddy of his, and he's got to replace the water pump on it. And I can't remember what kind of car, but it's the kind that it's in behind the timing, where the timing chain and everything is. It's got a double overhead cam, and I've done those before. It's been a long time, but I've done them. And he said, I'm going to go ahead and do the timing chain while I'm in there. I said, that would be smart since you're right there at it. Replace the guides and everything. And he said he was going to buy a cam lock where it locks those gears. I said, well, you got to roll that sucker on dead top center, and usually them links on the chain are colored different from the rest of the chain. Line up with your lineup marks and roll it up on top dead center and all until all that lines up. That way, you know, you got that number one piston on top dead center, lock them cams in and start taking everything apart, you know. But he said, you want to come over and help me? I'll pay you $125 like that. I said, no. I said, you can bring it to the house. I'll do all of it and make a video out of it. And then you can pay me $125 and you can keep the rest. I said, but I'll make a video out of it. He goes, I don't know. I said, well, just let me know. But I don't want you in the middle of it if I'm shooting a video. I want to do it from start to finish, you know?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. You know,
Yeah.
get yourself like an old beater pickup truck, something that you can, you know, do a little video on, do some little welding patches and, you know, get it running. And it's videos. you know. Then
Yeah.
at the end, you got
I
yourself a little.
will eventually. You know, I'll do something. I don't know. I just gotta get going with something. Get organized. I
You
think
guys,
I let my thinking get in my way to where I don't get nothing done.
you guys
Yeah.
ever watch that guy, Musty One? He does Musty One. He does a lot of small engine repairs, but he also does cars and stuff. He's always picking stuff up from like the side of the road, like lawnmowers and stuff, and fixing them. And he's got a huge following. But he's
Makes
pretty
some money
interesting.
on that
Yeah.
stuff, you know.
But there again, I run across channels every day I've never heard of, and that's where I find new. It's kind of like I'm getting this mag drill in, so I started watching videos and seeing what the reviews look like on it, and learning as much about this because I already know VBOR don't put shit in their instructions. You know what I'm saying? That's anybody's guess. You know, I know that from experience with too many things from them. So I'm sitting there looking, and I picked up a lot of tips I probably wouldn't have knew without doing that, you know.
Hmm.
And I do that researching for my video, and but I run across some pretty good channels on the way doing that, you know, that I've subbed to. But yeah, tons and tons
You
of
can make
channels.
some money on that stuff, you know, picking up stuff off the side of the road people are throwing away, you know, mowers and stuff like that, get it running. But
Yeah,
you also build a hell of a collection in your yard too. It looks like shit after a while, but
can't do that where I
yeah,
live.
you just gotta sell it. You know, you gotta sell it. And
Yeah.
if you make $20 on it, it's still $20 more than you had.
Well, see, that's why I'm looking for my buddy building that garage or that big shop. It's gonna be a 100 foot by 60 foot. That's gonna be a good sized shop.
Oh yeah,
And he's gonna have so many he's got a bunch of old classics and antiques that he owns, and he's wanting to keep them indoors because he just sold one as a 1957 Chevy that's like almost like a Nomad. You know, he just went to a car show in
Bel Air.
in Georgia somewhere there. He just 2 weeks ago, you know, he broke his feet and everything, so he's out there on one of them little scooters and got a walker on the backside of that trying to get around this thing. And he's getting better. His feet are starting to heal. But he sold that car there, and it's just been sitting in front of his house. Man, that thing, I've had it probably 5 years. I didn't realize how bad it was rusting on me, you know, just sitting there.
Bedroom.
That's why he's wanting to build this thing to do all kind of work on his own stuff. He ain't wanting to make a business out of it. It's just for us to get cars in there and work on our own shit. And like, good God, that's a lot of money to put into something just for that. But hey, if you want to do it, yeah.
What are you saying, Chris? You want to put a bathroom in the kitchen so you can live in the garage? Is that what you're saying?
I could put a bedroom in the kitchen, in the garage, and living there, and a bathroom.
Yeah, if it's big enough.
But if you know, when he gets this thing built, I might look into getting something like a fixer upper, you know, just to use on videos or whatever. I don't want nothing too bad a shape, you know what I'm saying? But
A
I
good
would like
frame, you know?
that old antique or something, you know.
Yeah.
Did you see that Nova that Vice Grip Garage giving away?
I don't watch it.
69 Nova. Then he did like 3 videos in a row getting that thing ready for this giveaway.
Oh, okay.
I didn't enter it. I should have because it's a no purchase necessary, but I just never went over there and did it. But somebody called the main reason because he's got so many followers. I mean, that's like playing the lottery, you know what I'm saying? But somebody's gonna get a pretty decent car. It's still got some stuff they could do to it, you know. But he's done a lot to it. I watched where he completely redid that trunk and everything. I learned a few things on that.
International Scout. That would be a find. Be expensive restoration.
Yeah, those are kind of sought after. That's what I would look for, something that's kind of rare and sought after, if I could find it. I watch a lot of them shows on Netflix, like Rust to Riches and things like that, and they always go after these sought out rare cars or trucks that's really rare and they're hard to find, but yeah, it makes the value go way up on them. But they always take it to another level. They don't leave them stock. They customize them, you know.
Get you one of those Humvees, Russ. In Mobile, they've got a place there where they sell them. You can do it online, but there's a hub there or a base there. They're like
In
$5 grand. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's where mine came from. I had it shipped.
Did you get it through the site or did you go straight to Mobile and just buy it?
I bought it through the site.
Okay. That's more of a bidding thing, isn't it? Where you have to bid on it?
Yeah, you get a bid on it, but
Okay.
yeah, they're going really, really cheap now. The market's pretty flooded.
What that was a .gov? No, that was what website was that?
It's govplanet.com.
Govplanet.com. That's right. I need to bookmark that.
And they got everything on there. Anything like government surplus, but anything you can think of. They got welders, toolboxes, anything.
All them big trucks and stuff too. Military trucks.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having one of those military generators to put around back for a hurricane season. You know?
They got them, man. They got them.
Heck yeah. Oh, yeah. I was kind of looking into that at one time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm going to go back in there, get more serious about it. I've always loved Hummers, especially the military Hummers, not the consumer Hummer.
You could afford one.
Well, at $5,000, that's pretty affordable, you know.
If it runs, right? Isn't that what you were saying before, Guggen? It's like
Ye-
you don't turn them over or anything like that.
Yeah, but they'll take a video of it, and if they can start it, they'll show a video of it. So, you know, not all of them run, but the ones that do, you know, that's the one you want to bid on.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, as long as
I
they
thought it
ain't
was
locked
like
up
a
and
as
have a new
is where-
engine, it would be worth it, you know. Maybe.
Yeah, my dad, he's bought 2 of them that didn't run in the auction, but he could tell, like, the serpentine belt was off of them, but he could see all the pulleys were still pretty shiny, so it was running recently. So he took a gamble and bought those, and he got them running.
I wouldn't think that a military you know what I'm saying? Them wars are kind of short-lived, or you know what I'm saying? I don't think they would be ate up with miles, would they?
No, mine has like 1,000 miles on it.
Really? That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. That's probably a really good investment.
Mm-hmm.
You can get parts for them though, still, right?
Yeah, you can get parts for them. The engine's just a GM
Yeah.
6.5 liter diesel, so you can go to Napa or any auto parts store and get parts for it.
All right, cool. Heck yeah. What I really need is a damn truck.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to have a Hummer, but I need something to haul shit around with too. Just hook a trailer to it, I guess.
Yeah.
Go get your own wood. What'd you ever decide to do about the front end on yours, Guggen? You gonna change the bezels, put that brush bar on it?
I'm going to leave the bezels black and just do more black accents. I think it's going to look good. Brush guard, I don't know. I'd like to build one day, but I don't have time for it right now. Plus, I don't know how to weld.
You drive that thing pretty much every day, or is that just a side thing, like a extra something?
It's just an extra toy, but I was driving it quite a bit, and then I took it apart to paint it, and now I'm in the process of putting it back together.
I got you.
So it's close to being drivable again. I mean, I could drive it now, but it doesn't have mirrors on it and stuff, so I just got to put all the accessories back on it, and it'll be good to go again.
Gotcha. Heck yeah. Yeah, I remember we talked about this a couple of years ago, and I went to that website looking and everything. But yeah, I need to get serious about that.
Yeah, there's some money to be made there too, because like I said, it's not just Humvees; it's everything. Anything that the government buys, even restaurant equipment. You know, they have, they had like grills and stuff like that they use to cook for the soldiers. So all kinds of stuff.
I got to plug this power source in. I just had a warning on my battery. I already just keep that thing plugged up.
Lance, when are you going to get that train that goes around that Christmas tree?
Oh, I'm not going to do that.
Dude, come on. It's only $40.
No, I'm not going to do this. It'd probably pull this little tree over. It's just dollar store tree. The tree didn't even cost $40.
No.
It's not an expensive tree. It's just a Dollar General tree. But it looks good enough for me.
Yeah.
If I did anything, I'd probably build something, maybe Lawan wood or something for the track, hold the track, maybe a little, I don't know, maybe 1/2-inch plywood for the bracing, or just something light. Just put something small train on it. If it falls off, it don't get destroyed. All right,
Gotcha.
Dad.
There it is.
See you later, Ernie.
How long have you had your Hummer, AJ?
I think I've had it probably about 1.5 years now.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, it's crazy. You can just leave that thing, as long as the battery's charged up, it just cranks instantly.
Yeah.
You,
There-
plug it in? Your weather get cold enough, you got to plug it in?
Yeah, it's been in the 20s the last few nights. So yeah, periodically I don't plug it in like a block heater, but I'll charge the battery periodically. It's got glow plugs and everything.
You don't have to run a crankcase heater and nothing on it. Huh?
Mm-mm. It's got glow plugs and everything.
Yeah.
So does mine, but it still has a plug for a block heater.
They don't get winter in Iraq.
Yeah.
So yeah, it doesn't have a block heater. I'm sure it could add one, but I don't think it gets cold enough here in Georgia.
I think that heater is more to thin that oil out a little bit more than anything, ain't it?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Turn it over. I had mine one day. I always didn't know if it was going to start. It cranked real slow. Got lazy. Got a cold snap. But it's plugged in every day now, sitting out there.
Oh yeah.
It's a big difference with that block warmer on there. Big difference.
We have no idea what you're talking about down here in the deep South Mississippi.
Yeah.
It's probably a lot better for the engine too, so it can circulate that oil.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, because we've never had to use them. And we have reached temperatures where you would need something like that. But when it gets that cold here, they shut down work and everything.
Few and far between. Yeah, you're few and far between. I can go months with it. But don't they have one that you can actually take the place of your dipstick?
Mhm.
You know, it's going to get cold, you can put it in the dipstick hole.
Yeah.
That's
But-
cool.
It doesn't have. Well, I have doors, but they're just soft doors. If it's that cold, I'm not driving it.
Yeah. Is that thing AC or no?
You can get them with AC. Mine doesn't have it.
You could always add it. You might have to get the AC bracket
Yeah.
compressor.
Yeah, you can definitely add it. It's got heat though, so that works.
Heck yeah. I was just wondering if the military actually pays for air conditioner on them things
Oh, they do. Yeah, especially when they were going overseas in the desert. Yeah,
in the desert. Yeah, that's true.
they didn't used to, but I think they got enough complaints that they finally started adding them.
Yeah,
Because you can imagine all the gear they're wearing, and they're sitting there, and it's 120 degrees out, and
yeah. Get fatigue, man.
they gotta keep them comfortable. Because it's got to be rough.
Can't even imagine.
I have no idea. I don't know what they had, gas or diesel. I guess I assume they were all diesel though, because they're just got the power plants.
All military vehicles are diesel because they want to run the same fuel they run in their helicopters and airplanes. Well, it's not diesel. It's called like jet something.
JP5.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that car, that Hummer, but will that Hummer run on just plain diesel?
it will. Yeah. So I run mine on just pump gas diesel or pump diesel.
Okay. Yeah.
But
JP5 is, even the ships run off that.
yeah, because they just can't afford to transport all these different types of fuels, so they just make sure everything runs on the same fuel.
Same thing. No, now are y'all allowed to run off-road diesel in that? Everything got to be pumped.
It's registered now as a regular vehicle, so it's got to be regular diesel. Got to pay taxes,
Yeah. Yeah, we used to run that JP5 lines down to the engine rooms, and what I remember about it is when the boat is getting close to being actually handed over to the Navy. Well, I'll take that back. When it's getting close to sea trials, which Navy goes out on these sea trials, that JP5 line was always painted purple from where it comes in from overboard all the way down the engine room to their tanks. And purple. I remember that. Like, plus they stencil it on there, JP5. That's the only reason I know what JP5 is. But they said they actually run jets on that stuff, and it's like, damn. I figured jets.
They tint that off-road diesel around here anymore. If you get caught running it, you get in trouble with it.
Oh yeah, they'll dip your tank here in Georgia. And they see that red diesel, off-road diesel, yeah, you get a huge fine.
I believe the purple shirts on the aircraft carriers are refuelers. Oh, the personnel makes sense, but that's what that color meant on aboard a U.S. Navy ship. They paint every line different colors depending on what it is. Plus, they stencil the name on it too, to where there's no confusion.
So it's like just a high-test diesel or something.
I guess
it's like a more refined diesel that's compatible with jet engines.
Yeah.
Because you could run, a jet engine on diesel for a little bit, but it'll end up eventually tearing it up. So it's just cleaner, more refined. And then, any diesel engine will run on that fuel too.
Right. Yeah, you ain't gonna find that at your Exxon, are you? JP5 over here, sir.
I can't wait till it starts warming up again. I could take that truck apart and start playing with it.
I remember they get these boats ready for sea trials, these ships, and they got these tankers come in there to fuel them up. And boy, it's like freaking act of Congress thing. Nobody's allowed to smoke cigarettes. You got within so many feet and blah blah blah, and that's a big ordeal when they're taking on fuel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a shit ton of fuel.
Yeah, it sure is.
Crop dusters.
Yeah, kerosene and diesel is pretty related, actually. Similar. Hell, you can make diesel out of vegetable oil, biodiesel they call it.
They say that to clean, if I'm on an oil burner, and I'll take and run like 15 gallons of kerosene in the tank, and it helps clean the furnace out, stops the fuel from gelling and everything.
Yeah.
Not supposed to, but I do it.
Yeah. I hadn't fooled around many diesels. I had that F-250 over here not long ago. And I probably learned more about diesel engines fooling around with that truck than I ever knew. We used to have them come into the AC shop years ago, but we just did like glow plugs and things like that. We didn't have to know how to be a diesel mechanic to work on them,
Yeah, modern day diesels are pretty complicated, but old ones, everything's mechanical, really easy to understand.
Very easy, yeah. Kind of like the one we had on the sailboat was a 1-cylinder. It was super easy. But like his truck, and that I worked on, I really got to deep diving on it because I was interested, and they got a high pressure pump, then they got the low pressure fuel pump. But that high pressure pump, I was trying to figure out how that works for the injectors with the oil and everything. I figured all that out. I say figured it out, learned how it worked, and I learned enough to where if I had to diagnose one at that time, I probably could have done it. And I done probably forgot half of what I read. That was 2 or 3 months ago. I'd have to do it day in, day out to really grasp it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I feel your pain, Russ. I feel your pain.
Yeah. But it's interesting. But yeah, diesels are, that's what Derek was saying. He's a man. He goes, if I knew diesels were this easy to work on, he goes, I would have fixed, because that engine went out on our sailboat. He said, I would have snatched that motor out and rebuilt it myself. He goes, there ain't shit to it like that, This one, he first went to work there, and he's been there almost a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that again. He said, man, I wish I'd have kept that sailboat now. He says, that little motor there, little Yanmar 1-cylinder.
Yeah.
That sucker took him, and he motored, sailed pretty much all the way from Biloxi all the way to Clearwater, Florida, and that dude and back, and then kept running. But one trip to Ship Island, it overheated or something. I don't know what happened. I wasn't on board. And anyway, they had to call the insurance to tow him back in. And we never even fooled with it after that. We ended up having to pull it around the back when hurricanes are coming and shit, and finally got a buyer for it, and just sold it. But
what's up, Rob?
But yeah, I hear they're real simple to work on. Ain't crap to them, really.
Yeah.
There's good money in that diesel mechanic in there. I had an old man tell me back when I was first learning how to weld, and he was a welder too, but he was also a diesel mechanic. He's one of these done everything, And he goes, I'm gonna tell you, boy. Me and his son was best friends. He goes, don't even worry about being a welder. He goes, you need to go and learn how to be a diesel mechanic. You'll be light years ahead if you listen to me on this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Never did listen to him, But looking back, he was probably telling me exactly right,
Yeah.
Diesel engines make the world go around if you think about it.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Welders are a dime a dozen. Well, they used to be a dime a dozen, but hell, it's getting harder and harder to find people that even want to be a welder. Either one's a good trade nowadays.
Yeah. Well, eventually things are going to flip,
Yeah, it will.
We've got all these people who are into tech right now, but we're going to need people who are going to need to work these blue collar jobs. So
absolutely, they're pushing on it.
Oh yeah,
trying to get these kids out of high school interested and going so far as to tell them, "Oh, forget college. You'll be light years ahead, and you can make $100,000 this year if you get into the trades instead of having to wait 3 or 4 years." And
man, yeah. If I had known back then, I probably would be electrician or plumber or something.
I could see you as an electrician. You look like an electrician, really. I mean, you look like you'd be interested in it.
I took shop class in high school and did the electrical part, and really, really interested in that. So
yeah, I like electrical too. I used to hold electrical license in the city I was born and raised in, to where I could work under my brother's contractor's license, and I've done all that kind of work. Now, granted, it's been a while, but I still remember how. You don't forget things like that.
Yeah.
People that intrigue me, though, are the people that like computer wizards and electronics, and I don't understand none of that crap, really. It's like, holy crap, that's in a whole nother world to me. Electrical, wiring a house or any kind of building, 3-phase, single phase, it don't matter. I understand all that perfectly, It's highly related to it, but it's not, it's just different. It's in a world of its own. All these microchip processors and all that stuff, that's wild.
Yeah, I don't understand that. You got to be an engineer to understand that.
Yeah, you really do.
Plumbers are pulling in some money. I got a nephew that went through all the schooling and everything. And
What's that? Plumbers?
plumber, yeah, he went through all the schooling. Man, he's making crazy ass money.
Plumbing's always been a good trade and a high paying one. Always.
Mhm.
Or even back when I was growing up, I remember hearing that people that own plumbing businesses were raking in the money, you know?
Right.
Yeah, we're already getting it buzzed. It tried to rain some today, but tomorrow and Tuesday looks like a lot of rain, which I hate because I really need. Well, no, I can still shoot that video. I can do it out in the garage. Trying to get my buddy to get me some of that 1-inch thick steel though before I do that video. If he can't, I'm just going to do it on my welding table. It's really not thick enough, but I'll get it done. Yep, plumbers got to deal with poo. Unless you're just doing new installation only. Contractor, you know.
Mhm.
Yep. Trades, I tell you, that's all I've ever worked was trades. Didn't go to college. My parents never even talked about college. You know, it just none of my brothers went. Now my oldest brother, he was in law enforcement, and he went to different colleges through the academy. You know what I'm saying, and different things. He's got quite a few degrees that he got through law enforcement that's related to that psychology degree, all kind of stuff. He was a detective. But me and my other brother, we pretty much just always blue collar, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, man. I think it's the way to go. I think college. I mean, I went through college. I'm still paying it off. I think it's a scam.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think it is for certain things, obviously. You know, if you want to be a doctor or a dentist or, you know, whatever, go to school. But
Yeah.
to do what I do, I didn't need a degree. Just needed that piece of paper.
Yeah. That's right. How many years did you go? 2,
Just
3?
4 year.
4 year. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. My parents never, I mean, you know, which I get it. My parents come from 1920 farm, you know what I'm saying, old school. There wasn't even no, I mean, I'm sure there were colleges back then, you know, but they didn't know anything about them. So their kids, we never were, never was talked about, you know. It was enough just to get through school. And I didn't even do that. My dad asked me at 15, I'd been out for 2 weeks with appendix surgery. And he goes, "You done missed a lot of time. You probably going to have to repeat, ain't you?" I said, "More than likely. I done missed 6 weeks. I had complications with it." He said, "Why don't you go ahead and quit and work with me till fall, and then you can go back like that, since you got to repeat anyway." He was wanting me to work, you know, because I worked for him anyway during all my off time. And so that's what I did. I went and drug up at the junior high school and went to work with him, and nothing was ever said about me going back. I just kept right on working till the day he sold the business, or not sold it, but went out of business. He finally retired. And then he asked me what did I want to do. And looking back, I should have said all kind of things, you know, but I said welder. I want to be a welder like this. So it sent me to tech. Botech, you know, and I spent 3 or 4 months. I learned quick too, you know, and I had my first job as a welder after 4 months of Botech at the shipyard, and the rest was history, you know. Eventually got over into pipe welding.
Nice. Yeah, Chris, I should have went into the military. I was trying. I was in ROTC for the Air Force for a little bit, but
yeah, I thought about going into the Air Force one time. And actually went and talked to a recruiter, and I just happened to be working out at the time. I was young, and I was running every day, and they had an indoor track in that gym, and we'd run like 2 miles before we ever started working out. I always had buddies with stuff. And I said, "Man, I can breeze right through boot camp and stuff." I was dead serious. The only caveat to that, I'd just gotten married, and I was going to have to leave her behind, you know, but anyway, long story short, I didn't, and I kind of regretted that I didn't, you know. But too late now to talk about it. Don't live in the past. It's the here and now. That's all you got to worry about.
hey, I'm happy where I'm at, so I wouldn't change a thing now.
Me too. Me too. I quit living in the past a long time ago when I find out it worked against me. Always thinking
Hmm.
about what I should have done, this, that, and the other. It's right now. That's all that counts. What are you doing right now today? You know,
That's
that's
right.
all you got, really. Yep. I'm gonna grab a beer, Lance. I know you probably get me to stop this thing, but I'm gonna grab a beer one way or the other. It don't matter.
Yeah, we got a few more minutes. I'll cut it off at 3 hours. They're around about. I'm out.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
I took 2 days off next week, so and my wife and daughter are going out of town, so hopefully I get some cooking in. Probably just gonna all be house chores, but we'll see.
I try to look every day at the feed to see who's posting, but my feed has gotten long too. You haven't posted nothing recently, have you?
No, I haven't posted in a couple months.
Okay.
What are you saying? Good about taking a couple days off? I was reading.
My wife and daughter are going out of town in the next few days, and I'm taking a couple days off just so I can be alone and be off and do my own thing and work around the house, and hopefully I get a good cook in too, make a video.
Yeah. I got a couple I wouldn't mind doing, but
I've got like 200 I want to do. I just don't have the time anymore.
yeah, I've got a rack full of recipes I want to try, but I don't know.
You got the time. Well, you still work a lot, but
It's starting to slow down a little bit here, probably to maybe February.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that rotisserie turkey I did last Thanksgiving took off this for this season. It was crazy. Got like thousands of views.
Oh yeah, it does that. Sometimes that's what I was telling y'all before. You can shoot a video this season, and kind of like I did that rotisserie turkey, only got a little over 4,000 views. But come next year, that video could take off. I've seen that so many times. It's the next season that it takes off. You know,
Right.
dang,
Right.
look at that. That's why it's good to do them, and people get a little down or whatever when they do something like crap. It ain't doing nothing, but give it time. Sometimes it takes a little while. You know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got to do a rotisserie prime rib or something. That's always fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't guess
I
I'm
did one
doing
of
that
those.
holiday stuff this year.
It
I've
gets
got
good years
I got
during the
reached out.
holidays.
I got reached out to by Ace Smoke, which they reached out. Yeah, they reached out to me in the past. You know, Derek got one from them under my channel name, 4 years ago, and he got it. We did a video on it, and that was that. And he ended up giving it to Chad, and but he's talked 2 or 3 times about, man, I wish I'd kept that little smoker. It wasn't a bad little pellet smoker. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I like that thing, man. They had the Chevrolet orange one. I want that thing so damn bad.
Well, they got a new one out, and I didn't know if they were serious or not. You know, I get so many emails sometimes they look suspicious to me, and it says budget from 300 to 3,000, and so I just randomly said, yeah, I can do a dedicated video with a link in the description for $1,000. Just like didn't care, you know, just throw it out there, and it took them like 4 or 5 days to come back, and they accepted the offer. And they said, we need you to fill out a contract. And they sent a legitimate contract that you sign online and all this stuff. I'm like, damn, they're dead serious. So I signed it the other day. So I'm supposed to be getting it in. And delivery date don't even have a certain date. It says before the end of December or the first part of January. They're not even real straight. And all they want is a link in the description. I'm like, well, I hope that really pans out. But I told Derek last night, I said, if I get it, I'm going to give you. He said, hell yeah, man, I want another. I almost bought one the other day like that. I said, I'll give it to you because I don't need it. And I said, I got too many daggone smokers in my garage like it is. But I just said, you know, I guess they was wanting to see if I'd take the bait. And I said, yeah, I'll take the bait as long as y'all pay me, you know.
How many videos?
Just one.
Just
One video, one link. Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah.
Is it the little like tabletop pellet, or is it like a full size pellet?
Let me see if I can.
Because I know they have the little portable ones.
They got a new one that just come out. I don't even know. I never even looked at it or anything, man. I just playing along with them, and they're gonna send a contract. I'm like, okay,
Cool.
you know. And so I fill out the contract, and they come back, and it wasn't in the contract, but it says, oh, we also need your phone number, which made me a little curious. I typed out my phone number, and so we'll see. I know FedEx is sending 2 or 3 things out, but I'm expecting 2 or 3 things, you know, so we'll see if that actually pans out or not. I hope it does. I damn sure use the money.
Hell yeah.
That's why I treat them companies like that. When you could care less about it one way or the other, just
Right.
shoot a number out there that you really want. Are you going to say no or yeah, you know?
What's the Roto Q?
It's a rotisserie, but it doesn't require like an electric motor. So yeah, I think you kind of wind it up, and then you can put it in any type of cooking grill or smoker, and it turns it into a rotisserie kind of.
Didn't Weber have one of them out years ago? Years ago, you wound it up.
I don't know.
I don't remember that.
I saw something in the chat too that Blackstone acquired Weber.
Really?
I know Blackstone acquired Jersey Mike subs.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Man, Weber's a big company. They paid plenty for that if they bought them out.
What's up, Eddie?
They've been around since the 50s.
Yeah, I don't. I would think not. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's an expensive company to acquire, I would think. There's more Webers sold as far as charcoal grills than anything because they're
Right.
affordable. You know, I did that one
Blackstone
video.
isn't that old.
I did a video 4 years ago on Beginner's Guide to Weber. That video has done well, but I mean that tells me a lot of people own them and a lot of people are buying them. You know, when you see a video,
You're not wrong.
people
You're not wrong. Says they merged.
they
Lance.
merge. Okay.
Yeah, Weber and Blackstone products to combine.
Really?
Yeah.
I was just getting ready to look it up myself.
I wonder how that went. Did Weber? They just merged. So what does that mean exactly?
Let's see.
So no one's. You went out with his mom, Eddie. So is one going to acquire the other one later, or?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. It says Roger. This one CEO takes over. Roger
I know Jeff.
Deal.
He just got a new Blackstone for that other channel, Smoke Barbecue Source. I think it was Blackstone.
Yeah, so it looks like Blackstone's CEO and owner and founder is going to be taken over.
Okay, Weber is actually taking over them then.
No, it's Blackstone taking over Weber.
Oh, over Weber.
Yeah.
Wow. That shocks me, man. Holy crap.
Yep. But they're buying a bunch of stuff. They're buying restaurant chains, like I said, Jersey Mike's.
I've
Oh.
heard
That could be bad too, man. That could blow up on them.
Oh yeah, it's really easy to. I mean, you remember Quiznos? They don't even exist anymore,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
and nobody goes to Subway. Do you know?
Yeah.
When's the last time you've been at Subway?
Right.
I actually
Yeah, that-
like Subway, but I can't tell you the last time I've been, you know.
I used to like it.
Nice, man. They could just
All
get-
Walmart's got one in there. We'll
Road
stop in there
to-
every now and then and get one. I'm sorry, Lance. What?
I said that could blow up in Blackstone's face, just getting too big too quick, and then boom, just lose it all.
I don't see how. Honest, sub sandwich place that even relates to grills and griddles. But I don't guess it really matters.
You sound really muffled. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
just me.
Yeah, your audio is messing up, Russ.
Mine is.
Now it's
Now
good.
Great then.
Maybe it was just because I was talking like this right here, nobody can hear me.
Your side and behind. Weber needed some new management.
Well, one thing about Weber and David Parrish is always called light to this. This reason he built a kettle to do it right, according to him, is they never would upgrade or do anything different. You know, is a Weber is a Weber is a Weber. It never changed really. You know, different colors and things like that. And it was up to other companies to make Weber attachments. You know.
Mm-hmm.
To modify it or enhance it or whatever. But they definitely should have put their vent on the opposite side of their thermometer. And they never did address it. But it didn't matter. They still sold the hell out of them.
I wonder if Weber grills are still made in the USA or not.
I don't think so. They used to be. I own one, a black one I bought, and then I got that red one out here, and I know for a fact the red one's come out of China.
Yeah.
David Parrish had that one sent to me before he come down here and shot a video with me, and it was way cheaper. Just the weight of the lid, everything about it. I'm like, oh shit. That black one I had, that I liked it, man. That was a true Weber. But I think they're all being made overseas now. Pretty much everything is like that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I know everybody's into like the Kamado Joes. Those are owned by Masterbuilt now, and everything's made in China.
Yeah. Kamado Joe was made in China even before Masterbuilt.
Oh, really?
Yep. The only Kamado company that were USA made ever was Prima. Or Prima? Yeah, Prima, the oval shape.
Mm-hmm.
They were made right here in the US. And I heard last I heard, Greg Mervich used to work with them a lot and, you know, show their different pits and stuff. And he said they were hurting because they're so expensive. All USA made, you know. People bash China and everything, but yet people still keep buying that stuff, so you're supporting it, you know.
I think Kamados in general are hurting. I think those people are moving to pellet smokers.
Yeah, the only problem with a Kamado, and God knows I've done those videos with different ones back in the early days, they can break. You know, you got to, as long as they sit there, you're good. But if you got to move and load them up on a truck or whatever, I mean, you're dealing with ceramics here, you know?
Yeah, they weigh 1,000 pounds and they're fragile. And then you got to, what I don't like about them, I've never owned one, but I've seen a lot of videos. You got to take everything apart to get the charcoal in, then you got to put the diffuser back in and the grate. And I'm like, I don't want to do all that. I'd rather just fire up my offset, even though it's more work.
Right. Yeah,
and
you do have to do that. But on the plus side, once you load that, if you fill that firebox all the way up with lump charcoal on a Kamado, you can get 16 hours out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
But I just go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say you just have to do that one time. I can't remember ever having to go back in there and add more charcoal ever. Yeah. So that's the plus side. But you know.
I got a basket I put in mine in my firebox, so I just lift out the basket if I need to. But the only thing I will say, and I don't ever even have plans on hauling that Kamado to another house to cook on. It will never happen. But the thing that I don't like about them is how you have to rake the ashes out of that little air vent hole in the bottom of it. That's what I don't like about a Kamado.
That's when you go to Harbor Freight and buy a shop vac.
Yeah, well, I have one of those, but yeah, you could do that. Yeah. I have several of them actually. I'm looking at one right here, but yeah, you could do that. But
yeah, I finally got out of the Kamado business altogether. The last one I owned was the S&S, but I've owned 2 different Kamado Joes, and I've owned a grill dome that came with a nice cypress table. And I really didn't want to sell it because of that table, but man, I just didn't have room in my garage. Now my garage is full again.
Yeah.
Some days it's just like, holy crap.
I love the Kamado. I love the way it cooks. So efficient, great taste. But it's not one you want to have to move around a lot. That's for sure. I agree.
Yeah. I had a Kamado Classic. I won that. I did a video contest on YouTube when I pretty new in my channel. I mean, like the first year I started, and I won that sucker. I come in first place, and one of the top prizes was a brand new Kamado Joe Classic, and it was shipped to me, and I took video of it coming off the truck, and there, boy, I was a happy camper, you know. And anyway, video after video after video on this brand new Kamado Joe, and it did good. I loved that pit, and I got the Big Joe and ended up selling the Classic. And as soon as I did, I'm like, man, I should have kept that Classic. And Trina's like, yeah, this one don't do as good, and it didn't. I did not like that Kamado Big Joe. I just didn't like it. I kept it 6 months. I sold it to A-Bomb, 79 Adam over, and he still has it. Sold it to him for $500. That was like a $1,800 pit, or maybe $2,000, the big one. And I just didn't like it, and sold it. And I didn't have another Kamado until Dave Parrish sent me that S&S, and I used that. Then Derek got an S&S too. You know, he got his own under my channel name when David caught wind that he was working with me, you know. Then he had one over there, and we shot videos on it pretty often. He had a nice little setup there. It was just so convenient, you know. And then when Dave fired all of us creators from making videos, I sold every S&S piece of equipment I owned. I had 2 of his kettles. I had the travel kettle. I had my Kamado, and Derek had his. Gone. That's how bad it pissed me off, because there was no warning whatsoever, and that hurt. That was a big cut and pay. That was like $1,500 a month gone that we all depended on, you know.
Wow. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I remember Derek. Didn't he have built into a countertop or something?
Yeah, he had a little setup there. The videos are still out there. But anyway, I hadn't regretted it. I was pretty much over Kamados at that point, you know. So. And I don't mind talking publicly about that, because it was a shitty move. No, I mean, that spring he wanted all of us to send, which he had, I ain't gonna mention his name, but he had people wanting us to send pictures or doing a biography on each one of us creators for the website. And it wasn't 3 months later, we all got the axe. I'm like, what the hell? Come out of the total blue, I mean. But yeah, I was dependent on that, man. Big time. Oh, well. You adapt and carry on, you know?
Yep.
Adapt and overcome.
That's it. And keep in mind, I was done left my job by then too. I was doing this and this only. Still only doing this. One day I'll actually put in for my Social Security, I reckon.
You gonna do it this year?
No, I'm gonna wait till I'm 67. That way I know I'm topped out. Hell, I never had put in for my Medicare. I could have done that a year ago.
I got Plan B, but
What's Plan B?
hospital only.
Oh, okay. I don't know anything about it. I don't even know who to contact. I mean, I get stuff all the time in the mail from different companies, and I just stack them up over here. I'm like, I might regret it one day not looking into that, but for now, I don't care. Simon, I'm going to email you my number. I've got some questions about my laptop. And
Who wants Buzz's number?
Huh?
Who wants Buzz Barbecue's number?
I'm gonna sign him up for some
Yeah,
Technology.
I'm gonna send in some spam email. Email it to me
What's up, Betty?
or text him. Russ, do you have a lemon zester in there? I got one in the kitchen. That don't count, does it?
No.
Hang on, I might have one in here.
Oh.
Let's see, lemon zester. Oh, golly, man. I really need to send this shit out. I don't see a lemon zester, but I know I got one in the left-hand drawer in the kitchen. I know for a fact I do.
When you want to thin that Hits and Spits hybrid, let me know.
What's that?
When you want to thin out that Hits and
Oh.
Spits when you're done making videos.
Well, I know I got to do videos for the whole 2025. I gotta use it this month. I emailed her Friday as a heads up that I'm getting ready to shoot it, and that way she can send a check out. Our arrangement is, when you send the money, then I shoot the video, because I use part of that money to buy the proteins. You know, that way I'm not out nothing. They don't pay me much. I haven't went up on them yet, and I've been working with them over 2 years. $250 a video. That's fair. You know, to me, I mean, it's not a lot of money, but it's better than not making anything. You know what I'm saying?
It's not bad. And you get a $5,000.
Plus, those pretty expensive pits they sent me too. You know, so
yeah.
I'm gonna take care of it. And the day I am done with them, I'll end up selling it. I'll let you know though if you are interested in it.
Yeah,
I'll keep care of it the best of my ability. It stays in the garage.
Yeah,
it don't sit
Who's
outside.
talking?
I
can barely hear you.
I got a brand new cover.
Can you hear me?
Now I can, yeah.
You can? Okay.
I got a brand new cover for it, and it's still in a big ass Ziploc bag. I don't need it because it lives in the garage. You know.
Let me take this cover off. I can get it farther in my mouth.
You sound fine on my end.
I got my mic turned pretty low.
I really thought he'd pull the lemon zester out there right next to the leaf spring from the. Oh shit! Yeah. Oh, leaf springs are right here. Hang on. 78. Oh crap! Mine's a 79. No. Wait a minute. I don't think they changed from 78 to 79. Be right back.
78, 79. I think we're the same.
Yeah, I think they're the same. I did get a lot of tools out of here, but there's some tools I won't get out of here at all because they're like electrical. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them out in my garage because it gets humid down here.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Gary?
What's up, Belloop?
What's up?
What's up, Gary?
Simon, it just looks like you're wearing a like a tennis like sweatband on your head.
Yeah, because it's cutting off of the background.
Yeah.
Got it. I'm really close to the camera.
Oh man.
In fact, hold on. Oh. Watch me fall.
Dang, he completely disappeared just then. That's a cool trick, Simon. How'd you do that?
Christmas magic.
That latest update on Final Cut Pro is badass, man. That they call it Magic Mask. That thing will do all kind of cool stuff. I've always wanted to be able to put text behind me to where I'm actually chopping off some of the text, and you can do it. I could have done it by like making and cutting out the long way, but you can do it like in a few seconds with this new upgrade. I'm like, this is so cool.
Yeah, you could have done it where you run your video, put text on it, and then put another layer on top of it.
Put another layer on top of it.
Off of it.
Right, and that's basically what this is doing, but it's doing it just with a few clicks.
Right.
You know? That must have been one of y'all. Yep, I didn't get a text.
That's me.
No news is good news. But it also got them captions on there. You can take any part of your video, and I might use that sometime, like when you can't really understand me or whatever. You can just highlight that part, right click, hit transcribe the text, and boop, it throws the captions up there. They're pretty darn accurate. If you get something wrong, then you can easily edit, you know. Might find a use for it, maybe not. We'll see. Devil Dog and Eddie. I mean, Devil Dog and Gary.
It's all called Devil Dog.
Eddie and Gary.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off. See you later, Lance. See you, Simon. See you, Russ.
Later.
All right.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off myself here. Just got an email from China.
China.
Yeah,
China?
China.
yeah. I'm trying to get. I bought this tank cleaning tool. It apparently wasn't glued together right. It fell to the ground today when we went to go use it. It broke one of the pieces off of it, accessories off of it. They say they're going to send me another one.
Stop buying stuff from China.
Well, it was Amazon.
That's
Oh, you're
China.
You're talking
Pretty
to
much
Amazon then.
Pretty much everything on Amazon is from China now.
Yeah. Look at it. Could we talk about Medicare? There it is, right here in my damn emails.
You know, I got an email here a while back from Temu, and I don't know much about Temu, but I know they're like real cheap Chinese shit, right?
Right.
What I do know about it. But I was watching this video of this woman. Her name is Rachel Bonnet, and she fabricates and welds and plasma cut. I mean, just good looking thing too. And she opened this thing up. It's full of Temu stuff. But they had these big ass clamps, like it's got bigrip handles, but clamps like to clamp stuff down like on a welding table and things like that. Yeah, it's cheap quality, but the shit worked, And she didn't have no problem showing them on her YouTube video. I'm like, well, hell, I didn't ever had stuff like that. If they ever reach out to me again, I might just get some of that stuff. It's cheap, You get a whole bag full of stuff. They told her to go out in there and just pick out whatever she wanted. She got some stuff for the house and most stuff for the shop, Temu.
66.
Well, I know that's some cheap ass stuff. It really is. Way worse than people. And unfortunately, that's what's selling to the world right now. They may be good for non-commercial. Yeah, non-commercial stuff. Exactly. At home, garage, that sort of stuff. And that's usually what I say when I get. It's even like that little AC recovery machine I got. I said it's perfect for a garage, home shop, stuff like that. Would it hold up to everyday use in a shop? Don't know. I have no idea. But for the price, shit, hell yeah. Pax Naval Base. Where's that at?
Not me.
Pax Naval Base?
Yeah.
They got a shipyard there nearby?
Yeah.
No? Do
It's
they?
a Navy Yard.
Navy
Couple
Yard?
of them. Yeah, Navy Air Force.
Okay.
You may want to buy your property lands for 20 times what It's worse since you're not too far from Backspace. Wouldn't it be nice?
When I was
Chris went to bed?
yeah, what do you call it, when internet first started out, and you had to like sign up for like websites and stuff like that. You had to give them an email address and address and phone number or whatever they wanted to fill out the questionnaire.
Yeah.
I would put in 123 Fake Street as my address, 78211. And about 4 or 5 years ago, I started getting offers to sell my property on 1234 Fake Street.
Oh Lord.
About 4 years ago, probably.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's why I cringe when people ask for my phone number, because a lot of these spammers that text you, they done got a hold of your phone number, and
So you
Yeah.
need another phone number where you can
Yeah.
do business that way, where you can just give them that number, not give them your personal phone number. No, just get
Yeah.
get something
that's
from
what I need to do. Yeah, just give them a not a bogus number, but
no,
somebody.
get a phone, one of those
Oh, my ex-wife. I give them the
phones
ex-wife's phone number.
from Walmart, which is you pay by the month. You pay the certain amount of minutes per month,
Yeah.
and it doesn't. As long as you keep paying the thing, it's minimal. Or
Right.
you'll have the number. But
Yeah,
it's, pretty much a
most people
throwaway.
don't ask you for your phone number, but when they do, I kind of raise an eyebrow. You know, like, most people don't ask me for my phone number.
Yeah. All right, people. I'm going off.
All right, dude.
I got to start another job tomorrow. Shouldn't be a hard day. Be doing a bunch of prep work, getting it ready for the hard days. But
Take all 3 weeks of the year.
I'm on. This will probably be the last job for this year.
So
What
don't
I'm
say
thinking.
take all 3 weeks.
Yeah. All right. Peace out, everyone. See you on
Later.
Simon's on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And is that after hour still? You don't change your time whether it's hour or not, right?
Well, I'll tell you what. If Al doesn't go live on Tuesday, I'll start an hour early.
Yeah. Because that's 10:30. That's 9:30 for me.
Yeah, that's easier for sure
Yeah.
for us old folks.
Because I start 8:30 my time. But if Al doesn't go live, I'll go at 7:30.
Yeah, that'd be 7:30 here too.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, Al's kind of unpredictable now. You never know when he's going live.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Saturday.
Yeah. Freak show.
That was
We did that
cool
last
thumbnail.
week too, didn't he?
Yeah, a little bit.
That was a cool thumbnail. He must have did that with AI.
Yeah, I think it looked like it was a.
It did look like AI, but it looked cool. Oh, check that out.
All right, people.
Chico, soccer.
Later.
Yeah, Panchuca. We'll see y'all later.
Oh.
Just one more.